Nah, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like that stuff got to be hot.
You got a nip slip.
I had a nip slip. We had a little gangster nip morning. You know, a little taste of the nip from, what year was that again? 1992.
Good year.
Gangster nip.
Good year.
Colostrum in that nip.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is the S-Guys podcast. My name is the Bedazzler, and it is end of July. This is the last one of July, dude. It's August next week. Holy fuck.
August 1st tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, Us Guys 118. I am the Bedazzler. I'm joined by Rickety Seagull,
Good morning to you.
THC the Goat,
I'm on time.
Uncle Meats the Sloth, and Savage Randy the Flag.
Word up.
We are the tabletop version of the Avengers Central City style.
We definitely are. If you notice the
Yes.
T-shirts everybody's wearing.
Oh, yeah.
The Bedazzler has a majestic brown
steeds.
T-shirt with
That is a sweet fucking
horse
shirt.
profile.
Those are
Yeah.
some majestic steeds.
They are.
Yeah.
And there's black, brown, and white.
Yep.
You know what I
All
mean?
All
inclusive.
represent.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
We're missing the yellow and red, but really they could be
And the
in there.
unicorn.
You could say that the orange one is. Or the other
Yeah,
one is
he's
also-
kind of a
He's got the
unicorn.
jeans.
So we got all the nationalities of horse covered, all together as one, loving each other.
As it
I
should
kind
be.
of feel bad though for the one all the way in the background that I can barely see. I feel like
He's the wild one.
Yeah, you can't contain him.
This guy.
He's under your
all the way under. Yeah, you can
Left
barely
side.
see him.
Oh, the black
Left side, almost under your armpit.
Oh, it's the black one.
I feel like he's getting hosed.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
metaphorical.
yeah, the way they are on the shirt, it's brown, white, and then the black guy's kind of like
In the
all
back.
the way in the back.
black horse is just kind of drifting back. He's taking it easy.
Yeah, he's reaching farther ahead though.
A heavy set white horse just walked by.
He was told to stop.
He already had his cup of lean.
Yeah.
Are you in there, Meat?
Yeah, I'm good.
Test it out.
Testing.
There we go. That sounds good. All right, so episode 118, and we are here to not so much a therapy session, but more of a time capsule.
Yeah.
This is when the AI looks back and it wants to see what was going on in the minds of a couple of 40-year-old men.
In the year
Yeah.
21.
You know,
This
this is what they're gonna get.
is going to be the glitch in the AI.
Yeah. Oh
Stuff
yeah.
that saves the day. Yeah.
This could be the answer to
'Cause it can't
some
be
future
understood.
We
problem.
might
Can't
see
be
some
understood.
aliens flying down here trying to stop us from doing this podcast
You know-
because this podcast changed the world.
Yeah.
Episode 118.
And this could be considered like the historical documents, like in Galaxy
The
Quest.
record. Historical record, yeah.
Somebody should be visiting us from the future very soon to tell
Yeah.
us shit's
How do
about
you know
to go
one of
wrong.
us
Or-
isn't already from the future?
Yeah.
We should petition Elon Musk to put recordings of us on his satellites. Those Starlink satellites that
Yes.
they're putting up.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them makes it long
They're never
term.
gonna come here.
Or can we update the golden record to a golden iPod or something?
Couldn't we each of us be programmed into a lone satellite and then we can have an Us Guys podcast forever from the satellites talking
Yes.
to each other?
Oh wow! You want us to be satellites, huh? No wieners. There's no wieners. For,
No wieners for satellites, but what are you going to rub up against in space? Space junk.
Space junk.
Space junk.
every once in a
Damn,
while.
she got some space junk.
Every once in a while, a good piece will come by, and
Take a ride. Take a ride.
good piece of space junk will come by, and you might, you never know. So we switched some things out this morning. Hopefully it doesn't sound too crazy. We switched out the mixer. We got an extra mic, so hopefully you can hear everybody better. And yeah,
It was a
it's a beautiful.
conscientious move. We should be proud of ourselves.
Yeah, we put in the
We
effort.
took the time.
did.
Totally.
We took an hour
Yep.
out of our days and we set it up. Now it looks semi-professional, except for the big, massive tires or wires on the table.
Snakes. You got the table of snakes.
Table snakes.
They're all right,
Randy
though.
wrangled them pretty
So
well.
we were talking about people being put together after they come out of the military, and Rickety was saying, he doesn't find that he finds it odd that a guy who is in the military
Currently.
currently
yeah.
is kind of messy at home.
Yes.
He lives a little wild, but old Savage over here, to the contrary, is tucked tight.
Yes. He
His
is.
shit is tucked away, right?
He's got the hospital corners on his bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about
Pretty
your,
much.
like what part of your house is the cleanest?
Definitely my office/arms room.
Oh, now it's a slash.
Yeah, because there is a desk in there with my laptop.
The house gets dusted twice a year. The guns get dusted every week.
Yeah.
Nice.
He dusts some
Yeah.
guns off in the shower.
So what's this room look like? It's got a desk. I imagine you masturbate in there.
Because your laptop's in
Your
there.
computer's in there.
No, because it's too clean.
Yeah.
There's
It's
the guns in there.
So you
too?
masturbate in
It's
your
too
arms
clean.
room?
It's too clean.
How many flags
It makes
are in
me
the
want to.
arms
It makes
room?
me horny.
Really? Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so clean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have two.
Or the guns.
2 flags.
Yeah.
That's your limit.
Is it the flags, the guns, or the internet
Or
that
all
he's
of it
masturbating
together?
to?
Randy Two Flags.
The laptop basically is it's old, it's outdated, but I use it for some stuff because I have to hook up to the to print if I want to print documents off.
Your documents and your
Yeah, the
propaganda.
porn. The porn is secluded just to the iPad and the iPhone.
Do you have
I don't-
documents for all those arms?
for all those arms?
So that's what I want to know.
Actually, I do have exploded views that I downloaded and printed off. So like exploded views of the pistols that I have to tear
Centerfolds.
down.
So where
Centerfolds,
you have
if you will.
You have them posted up on your walls. then.
Fanatics.
Actually,
You have your
they're
gun porn.
they're right there on my gun safe, which is like here's my workbench, and then there's the gun safe, and I have them with magnets right there on the gun safe for quick reference that I can just look.
Because I need an exploded view of an AR-15.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
guns do you
or,
have
or,
exploded
or I
views
forgot,
of?
or I forgot where this pin goes, or especially my 45.
Oh, because you
19
sit down at that desk and you just break apart your guns, put them back together.
Yes. You, what do you
And then
listen
go beat
to?
off.
What do you
Grease 'em,
listen to
oil
while
'em.
you,
Do you
while you
hang
do that?
upside down with
Weezer
a
radio.
blindfold?
Weezer? You listen to Weezer and clean
yeah,
guns?
Clean guns.
Yeah.
Wow.
You do sound like a skull shooter.
Sounds like a psycho, man.
You're on some list somewhere.
Today's angry redhead in history is
yeah.
Randy Flagg.
No, actually, you bring that up. We do have an angry redhead in history this week.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let me pull up my notes on him. Oh, that's right. Eric Smith.
Eric Smith.
Eric Smith. You guys may not know Eric Smith because there's no reason to know him.
And that's a pretty generic name.
He's
Yeah.
It is.
angry redhead.
He's from a small town in New York, and he was 13 years old, this little redheaded anger monster, and he killed a 4-year-old boy.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He lured him into the woods, smashed.
And how old is Eric?
Eric was 13 at the
13.
time.
13.
And this was in, hold on 1 second. Let me bring it up. It was in 93, I think.
I think I remember hearing about that, believe it or not.
What part of New York?
Uh,
Eastern, upstate?
Upstate, probably.
Johannesburg, New York.
There's New York City. There's Buffalo.
Is there
there's upstate.
Johannesburg?
No, there's New York City, and then there's the rest of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, Buffalo, yeah, but nobody talks about
Ithaca,
Buffalo.
Burlington. Wait, no,
Rochester.
Burlington's
Oh,
Vermont.
Yeah, Rochester.
Yeah,
Syracuse.
Rochester, Syracuse.
Albany.
Okay. Eric Smith, born January 22nd, 1980, is an American criminal incarcerated for the murder of a 4-year-old, Derek Robbie.
His name was Derek.
Yeah, on August 2nd, 1993, in Steuben County, New York.
Steuben County.
Don't know where that is.
Smith was convicted of second-degree murder in 1994 and sentenced to the maximum term then available for juvenile murderers, a minimum of 9 years to life in prison. He's still there.
Wow.
Wait a minute. A minimum of 9.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 years to life?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, right?
That's pretty broad.
Was there anything particularly odd?
Well, what was odd
that's
about
odd,
him,
but-
other than he was a redhead, but according to court documents, he was a loner who was often tormented by bullies.
Common
Do you
thread.
know that Steuben County is the county that borders upstate middle Pennsylvania? So he's on the
Ooh,
border
yeah.
of Pennsylvania,
Bradford.
right in the
Bradford,
middle
yeah.
of Bradford area. Wow.
Where they make Zippos.
Or actually farther east of Bradford.
But it was a small, quiet area.
How close is that to Sayre, PA?
It's close to
T.
Salamanca.
I have a best friend that lives. It's right there on the border of New York where you're talking.
Well, maybe
right.
Where, Sayre?
Yeah, Sayre, PA.
My sister used to live there.
it's by Tioga, PA.
Yes. Okay.
THC, were you, when you were a young redhead, were you bullied?
No,
No?
I was angry.
Yeah,
I
you
could have
were
been
angry.
an angry redhead in
Yeah.
history. Absolutely.
Did you have
No,
low?
I was not bullied.
Did you have low set ears, thick glasses,
No, neither of those.
Red hair
I did have red hair.
and freckles.
I did have freckles, yes. So did you. You had
That's
both
what
of
he
those
was
too.
bullied for. But this isn't about me. This is about angry redheads
people
in history.
always, well, they tried to bully, but I didn't have any
That's
of
a
it.
really rural area.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you figure
He was the only redhead.
He was probably the only redhead. He had low set ears, thick glasses.
Yeah.
And if you guys saw a picture of this dude, you'd be like, "Oh shit!"
That's just a recipe for.
He was made
getting
fun
picked
of.
on.
That kid was made fun of on different
Yeah.
strokes.
You've seen him.
He was made fun of
Every
for
slate.
Opie Taylor.
Yep.
Yep.
He was made. I mean, he had straight boxy, the early '90s redhead.
Yep. Danny Bonaducci.
Yes,
The guy from Happy Days,
but he was so angry.
Ralph Mouth.
This little
Or
fucker was so
the
angry.
director guy.
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
That's Opie.
Okay.
Little Rascal. Wasn't one of the Little Rascals a redhead?
Well, I mean, you mention it because
They
you
were in black
feel
and white.
you
I
feel
didn't
the
think
pain of growing up a ginger.
What did he do?
It is harder.
What did he do to
People
him?
make
Yeah.
fun of you, but that's why you develop that armor.
Color TV wreck
Yeah.
shit for you.
Oh
guys.
yeah, you definitely got to. Definitely got to build up a thick skin.
It's true.
It's a
like
benefit.
people are always talking about all this shit now. Of course, the BLM and all that shit. You know, of course, we're not that bad, but redheads are ostracized. all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah, they're a
All the time.
minority.
Yeah, absolutely. I am firmly believe they are a minority.
And that's the thing. When there's no black people for white people to hate,
They're going to hate on us
they turn on each other.
because we're Irish.
That's what they do.
Oddly, it's okay too.
Yeah. Again, that comes back to
yeah.
everybody needs a pecking order. So redheads are somewhere above blacks and Mexicans, I guess, just right above.
According to certain,
Well, they might be below, too.
they could be below.
Yes.
Well, they were. The Irish were.
Yeah.
The bad. Police forces were put together and
No blacks, no Irish, no dogs.
right. Anyway, and that doesn't explain why this kid was so angry.
Oh, no. God.
I mean, you were angry, but
Yeah.
you weren't.
I didn't kill any kids.
You would
no.
never kill anybody.
No, I had a little brother.
You tried to kill your little brother. Your brother was a redhead too.
Yeah. The
See, you
captain,
can't put two
on
red.
Rolling Reds.
Yeah, they're like chimpanzees. You
Yeah.
can't put two of them in the same
Two
cage.
fingers.
You can't put them in the same cage at the same time. It's going to be problems. My brother was a redhead, and I can't even tell you how many times I got
Yeah,
stitches from him.
Skull can.
The shit-
You know what else too? If you embrace what you're being bullied for, like if you can make fun of yourself over it,
but
Oh, yeah.
10-year-olds can't
right?
perceive that.
But if you can recognize that and make fun of your own deficiencies and embrace them, then people won't pick on you as much because they know it doesn't bother you. I can joke
right.
about them.
You just
know?
described my life right now.
Right. I'll joke about me being a redhead all day long, or what? Who cares? Embrace it.
Are you a redhead too? I didn't
He's
even
got a red
notice.
beard.
He's got a red beard. Yeah,
He has the
would be
red
considered
gene.
a ginger.
It's,
He would.
It's close. It's like
Yeah. You're from the. Did you ever do your DNA report or no?
no.
There we
No.
go. We need to get those done.
Yeah.
What do you think? What nationalities do you think the flag would be?
Actually, I do kind of know.
It would come back 100% American.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be red, white, and blue.
Yeah, exactly.
What's my DNA? Red, white, 50% red, 50% white, 50% blue.
Exactly. That's
Without
it.
a doubt.
These colors don't run.
Who's got an arms room for
I
Christ's
jerk off in my arms room. They can take it from my cold, dead hands.
Oh, it's true.
These colors ain't running anywhere.
Try to take them, Obama.
And this Eric Smith lived with his grandparents,
Oh,
and one of his grandparents was named Red.
Okay, now that might be something to look into. Where were the parents?
Well, he liked dressing like a clown.
oh, Jesus Christ, he is fucked.
He was diagnosed with intermittent explosive disorder,
He farted. Shit a
a
lot.
mental disorder causing individuals to be violent and
Yeah.
unpredictable.
They have like outbreaks.
Also known as C. diff.
Oh, yeah, that's for the
outbreak.
butt.
Yeah.
Intermittent
What
explosive
outbreaks?
disorder.
Yeah, that is what C. diff sounds like.
Yeah, intermittent explosive disorder. Yeah.
I get intermittent explosive disorder all the time too. In my bung. My bung is also an asshole.
When you have C. diff, do you just it just shits and you have no control over it?
Pretty much.
You're just laying there and all of a sudden you know it's happening, but
Yep.
you can't do it.
you just constantly feel like you have to. So if it comes out,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So you want it
You
to
do
come
get
out.
you get relief,
Okay.
yeah, because you're all cramped up. And,
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, man, that's terrible. Shit cramps 100% of the day.
for 40 days, yeah.
Oh my god.
Gee.
Yeah,
40
that's
days
it.
and 40 nights.
Yeah.
You are a tough son of a bitch.
I had a kid.
Yeah.
My Rasha had it.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
crazy as a kid, man. And at first, like the doctors kept telling us, "Oh, it's a psychological thing. The kid just doesn't want to shit." So I would be like, "Come on, shit!" And she's like, "Oh,
psychological?"
Yes. She was misdiagnosed, or he was misdiagnosed at the beginning. It's crazy. But anyway, on August 2nd, 1993, when Smith was 13 years old, this little angry red with glasses and low-set ears, he was riding his bike home from summer camp in a local park day camp after being told to leave due to bad behavior.
Oh Jesus, he was already angry, and then he gets even angrier.
He saw 4-year-old Derek Robbie was walking alone from the same camp. He
Who would
looked-
let their 4-year-old walk alone?
I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. And in the documentary, they
yeah.
talk about him. They say he's athletic, too. He was an All-American, athletic. It's
All-American
he's-
at 10?
He's 4.
Oh Jesus,
4.
Well, and also too, if you get kicked out of a summer camp for bad behavior, aren't they going to notify your guardians?
Parents, yeah.
Like, hey, your kid acted up.
Grandparents, yeah.
He stabbed
You
a
gotta
kid in
come
the
get
eye.
him.
You got to come get him.
Not in the
No, he
early
jumps
90s.
on his jumps on huffy.
Not in the early, dude. In the, oh, we got a mic,
Meat went lip.
mic malfunction.
Meat angry.
What were they serving for lunch? All right, so he lured this other kid into the woods. He strangled him, dropped a large rock on his head, and then poured his Kool-Aid on him.
That happened here once almost.
He poured his
He
Kool-Aid.
poured his Kool-Aid on him.
Poured his Kool-Aid
Poured
on
one
him.
out for the homies.
He also sodomized him with a stick to make sure he
Oh
was dead.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Come
You made that
on,
up.
you're making
Nope.
all this up.
No.
You couldn't have made that.
I don't believe those
Nope.
last two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all truth, dude.
I don't think you could have made that.
Oh,
up.
the dude strangled him, then said, "Oh, let's smash your head with a rock. Then
make
let's shove
sure-
a stick up your ass."
Yeah, and I watched, because believe me, I did my research. I watched a documentary on it. I watched an interview with him and read Wikipedia. And he talked about it. He said he strangled him, and then he didn't know for sure if he was dead, so he dropped a big rock on him. And then he was like, several times he dropped a big rock on his head. Then he dumped his Kool-Aid on him.
And shoved the stick
And
up
then
his
shoved
ass.
the stick in his butt to make sure he was dead.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a sociopath.
Yeah,
that's
Fucking
straight up.
kid is
That's a bona
psych-
fide.
I don't care how old you are.
Sociopath.
That kid needs to be ended.
Yo, you think?
Yeah.
For a 13-year-old kid, you're saying capital punishment?
Yeah.
Sure.
Around that same age, when I was probably about 11 or 12, a neighbor kid, about 2 years older than me, some other kids were playing down in the stream here, and you know how the banks are a little higher. This other kid, he used to live right up the road. He was off, and he took this big rock, and while the kids are down below in the stream bed,
And rolled
picked
it
it up
down.
and
No shit.
threw it off. Landed on his back, knocked him down, almost broke his back. My dad saw it.
Wow.
He was going to call the police,
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah, see? That's
but
the thing.
because they're neighbors.
Yeah.
Small
So-
town.
to his
So
mom.
we went, yeah, but he wasn't allowed down here anymore, and
Wow.
yeah, and then that.
So where's
dude-
that kid
dude-
today?
He's in jail. He he molested all his stepkids.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
See?
Okay.
So capital punishment.
Capital
again.
punishment.
It's doing harm now for the greater good later.
Right. And I feel like this either could have been prevented or at least put off if somebody would have notified the grandparents to come and pick your kid up from camp.
Well, maybe grandma was like an invalid or something, and grandpa was just
Well,
90.
they didn't have a
Maybe.
car.
Maybe
or they didn't
car.
have a car, and you know if you don't have a car in this area,
Yeah.
how do you get around?
And this
right,
is
Rick?
upstate
yeah.
New
You
York.
don't. You don't.
Yeah,
And this is upstate New York. There's
yeah.
no buses.
Same
there's
areas
no-
like this, I would imagine.
it's a small,
Even
it was a
worse than
small
this.
rural area.
So the warning signs were there,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yep.
nobody acted on them.
Well,
Did he turn himself in, or did he get caught?
Well, here's the thing. While the police, it was real quick after that. The 4-year-old's parents noticed he was missing. They found him, and then the detectives are out there asking people questions. They're looking for like a man.
Yeah.
yeah,
And this kid's riding his bike back and forth.
watching.
And they ask him. He doesn't say anything about it. Says he saw the kid or whatever. Then he goes home and tells his grandparents, and his grandparents snitched on him.
Damn.
But how fucking cold. He's out there while they're investigating, riding his bike up and down the street.
Yeah,
They do that a lot, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They get off on that shit. He was
Especially arsonists.
Yes.
I've heard arsonists like to be in the crowd and watch whatever it is that they set on fire or blew up.
They're all volunteer.
They like to
firemen,
watch it
too.
burn.
All return to the scene. Rapists,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, he's been denied parole 10 times since 2002.
Good job.
Yep.
Good. And where's he incarcerated? In New York?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does it work?
He was held in a juvenile facility for 3 years and then was transferred to a prison for young adults. Now he's in maximum security.
Did they do any interviews with him?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Flash.
I wonder if I could play a little clip just so you guys could hear his voice.
Oh, might be dead.
Let's see here.
Push it 4 times.
Come on, man.
Like,
Get it right. Push the goddamn button. I mean, how many times you going to hit that vape? You don't know how to push it?
push it real good.
Push it real good. Yeah.
Salt and pepper that bitch.
I knew it was coming.
What was that?
That's the monster that did it. Can't be.
13-year-old Eric Smith was arraigned in village court this morning.
It was unbelievable. In the age of the defendant, obviously the age of the victim, and that lurking question, why? How?
Yeah. Why and how is right. Dude is messed up, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get to a clip. But here's him talking. Let you hear his voice now.
Strangled him. I hit him over the head with a rock numerous times and poured Kool-Aid on him.
See?
Why the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
And I became the bully that I hated in school.
Because he had power over somebody
Yes.
Over a 4-year-old. Well done.
And
Yeah,
and just
anybody.
picture him getting bullied. You know somebody
yeah.
did that shit to him.
then. Oh, yeah. Poured Kool-Aid on him many times.
And he was
Yeah.
probably
Smacked
done
him
with
up.
cats and puppies and,
Oh, yeah,
and squirrels.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would never waste my ecto cooler on anybody.
Well,
That's not cool.
you're smart.
That's high C.
You're
Oh,
not
it
a-
was high C.
You're not a psycho.
My mistake.
Yeah, I
You're not a
wouldn't waste high C
psycho
either.
like old Eric Smith here. He's our angry redhead for the week.
Eric Smith.
Real piece of shit.
Keep him in jail.
Yeah.
Don't change your laws.
Yay or nay on hanging him? Did we hang that girl last week? Did we yay or nay her? Anyway.
Oh, I'm a definite yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
it? If you were judge and jury, what would you do to this kid right now?
Right.
Rickety.
Say this just happened.
And you were the 40-year-old whatever.
No, you got to put yourself in 1993 when this
And
happened.
we're assuming he's guilty. So,
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, he admitted to it.
Sentencing wise,
Yes.
whew, I would probably say life in prison.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not big on capital punishment.
Neither am I, but extenuating circumstances
True.
again.
True.
The-
Some
the
people
the
should
horrible
die.
thing, I don't think you should kill a kid in any means
Yeah.
because they're not formed at all. But a kid that is that heinous, not just even if he would have went up and strangled him
Mm-hmm.
and then ran and told or something, that's still terrible. But to
Right.
do everything that he had done, that is
Calculated, premeditated.
How long
Yeah.
can you hold that rage for that you can smash a kid's head, pour Kool-Aid on him, shove a stick up his ass?
I think
No,
you get
there's
scared.
something wrong
you
with
get
you.
Scared.
I always thought they should determine the potential for rehabilitation before they even give a death sentence. If somebody
Yeah.
cannot,
Absolutely,
if somebody cannot be
absolutely.
rehabilitated,
Absolutely.
Right.
you know, and it goes like
I'm sure they
like
do.
5 years go by, then okay, there you go. But
I'm sure they do psychological evaluations
if
and
the
have
person-
somebody
if
determine.
the person was genuinely temporarily mentally insane, and then 10 years later in
Right.
jail got better, would it be right to put him to death? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's a moral question.
Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
is. It's hard to say,
And I also think
especially
that-
somebody.
Oh,
that
you're
young.
saying so he wisens up or he gets over his
say,
issue.
Say he was sick, like
Or
he was
he-
genuinely
Yeah.
sick. It wasn't
Oh,
who he
okay.
was. He was
Right.
just he blacked out, didn't even know. you
Right.
know?
Like there are plenty of instances of schizophrenics
Yes.
killing people like that. I know, man, I can't remember the city or whatever. Or no, there was the guy on the Greyhound bus who cut off the
dude's
guy's head, right in front of all of the other riders. And by the time the police got there, he had already cut the guy's head off. He was like eating him and all kinds of shit. That dude's out of prison because he was considered schizophrenic at the time. You know, now he went to a mental institution for a while.
Yeah, I don't know about letting them out of jail, but
Right, I think that's in
unless they're
Canada
completely-
though. That's in
completely
Canada.
rehabilitated.
I think it was Canada.
That was in Canada, so you know, that's how that guy got out. But anyway, yeah, I mean the kid's fucked, right? He's going to be in there for life. He's gonna,
yeah.
they're going to end up keeping
Yeah,
him.
what do you think, Matt?
I lean your way, where generally I don't believe in,
Right, capital punishment.
but I
or
think for certain
crimes,
people it's
yeah,
deserved.
It's right
you
on.
need to do it.
and I think that changes with what's needed in
absolutely,
society.
absolutely.
Yeah, but what if he was a redhead who got picked on because he has low set ears, wears glasses, and has freckles?
Everybody gets
Probably
picked
a lot
on.
of it, yeah.
Everybody gets picked on.
But is it harder in a small town? Like, do you think he
Yeah,
he was
because
under
you say
more?
I think a lot of this, if in the 90s, it would have been easier to dissuade because you didn't have the internet and everything. So your bullying took place while you were at school or around other people, so you could go home and hide or do whatever. Nowadays, you have that bullying 24/7.
Yeah, it follows you around. It's in your pocket.
Absolutely. So I think that's one thing when I've learned when dealing with my kids is that it's not the same world.
No,
Nowhere
no,
even
no.
close.
Nope.
So it's hard to say.
I think
Yeah.
I think a lot depends on the family of the victim and what they want too.
Hmm.
'Cause they're the ones that are egregious. That guy's basically forfeited his
Well,
life.
if anybody
Right.
kills your
Yeah.
4-year-old kid, you're gonna want him dead.
Well, then I think that should take account, and what they want should take more precedent than what the law wants, or
But what if they're
anybody
not
else,
that
or
intelligent?
what the public wants. They're the ones that are aggrieved, though. You know,
I think that if it can be proven that you killed and or raped somebody, you should be put to death. But that's hard to
yeah, it is.
verify.
Right.
Sometimes.
Because everything's not black and white.
Right.
I mean, rape and murder, yeah, it does suck. It should be black and white, but there are extenuating circumstances, like you said, schizophrenic. You can't help yourself.
Right.
You don't know anything else.
If
And
they're
I do
off their
think-
medication, yeah.
Correct. And you can take time and get them to be, I believe, good human
Back to
beings.
normal. Get them
Yeah.
on medication. Get them readjusted.
Right,
and
right.
stuff like
Because
that.
you just can't help if you have a mental disease, you know? So I don't know.
There are a lot of people trying to get their the person that killed their family member off of death row.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they forgive them
Yes.
over time,
Yes.
and they're in there so long waiting.
Yeah, and they communicate with them, and sometimes they have like 20-year relationships, and they can see that they are rehabilitated.
Right. See, at that point, it's like, really, man, you're really gonna kill them after the
Yeah.
family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Gave
victims.
gave him absolution or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Agreed. They're, like I said, not black and white.
No, it's what do you think, Flag?
Yep.
Kill them.
Kill them.
Send them.
I kind of lean that way. Yeah,
Send them in my arms.
fry them, light them up.
Bring up a posse.
Line them up.
Yeah.
Have fun with them.
Strap them
Yeah.
to the front of the
And-
crustacean.
And I say that for different reasons because and here's the thing, I would be all for life in prison if our prisons in this country weren't essentially resorts. I mean,
What?
Whoa, a lot of people would disagree with that.
Yeah.
well, I know in Somerset and like SCI, I mean they have little 28-inch flat screen TVs in their cells. You know, they have cable. Some of them have cell phones and Snapchats, and while they're in prison, they're preying on
But
girls out that are outside of jail.
Well, I think
you know,
that's a
They're
severe
taking
minority.
they're taking our broads.
and if you think about it, like statistics have shown that most criminals that go into jail, you go in there with a bachelor's degree in criminology and you come out with a master's, and because of the people you meet, you network with these other criminals, and you come out twice as bad as you were when you went in, kind of thing.
Not
I
all
also don't agree with keeping somebody alive for the next 50 years and sucking up taxpayer
dollars. I knew that would hit you.
I mean, I'm all for punishment, but if you're going to punish somebody, put them in a hole, you know, put them in a dirt room and you know, punish them.
When I did work at the prison, it was like $46,000 a year it took to house, feed, and clothe an inmate for a year.
Each individual inmate.
Individual inmate.
And that's
Right.
going up. Like
Well, in my mind, then it
Exponentially.
was like, why do we have so many people in prison? You know, and
Right.
not the murderers, but the lesser,
Right.
drug offenses, non hurting anybody else.
Property offenses.
Right.
Yeah, shit like
Right.
that.
And let me make that clear. This,
Privatized now.
my opinion goes towards this
Profit.
case with
Yes,
with
yes,
this
yes,
guy.
yes.
With
Understood,
this,
understood.
and I agree with T there. With there's a lot of people in jail for stupid shit, but if you're going to commit a capital murder
yeah.
offense like that, even extenuating to the guy who cut somebody else's head off, if you're going to cut somebody else's head off, think about the other people that were on that bus that were affected and witnessed that. Like, that's a pretty heinous crime. Cut someone's head off. That's what like ISIS does overseas and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty barbaric.
Yeah.
So
But we're better than that, aren't we?
it's a slippery slope. Like, my first inclination is to say, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
do
think
away
about
with
it.
them.
You think about it, and you, like you said, ISIS, or to a lesser extent, the Taliban,
Or
any
whoever.
Arab culture. They're so barbaric in our minds, but they have less crime than we do.
Well, they do. And that makes me, and that kind of segues to, I think we should have harsher penalties, because if a criminal knows they can go out and kill somebody, and I'm just going to get 20 years of life, I'm going to have 4 walls, I'm going to have a roof, I'm going to get 3
I'm gonna
square
get
meals.
education.
I'm going to get an education. They have a full weight room. I can get
I get to
ripped.
bang
I
a
can get
dude
Jack
in the
Diesel.
next
Right, I mean, so really we're I know it's punishment, but how is it really a punishment?
Your freedom.
Your freedom.
There's some
freedom.
sta-
Exactly.
yeah.
Freedom.
I value my
There's
freedom
some
over anything.
statistical anomalies.
Exactly.
Like, dude, the United States has 5% of its population in jail. That's the highest of any country.
Mm-hmm.
The next is Russia at 3%. For us to be at 5%,
Yeah.
there's something drastically wrong.
Yeah, it's a little something.
We don't have more criminals.
Well,
we have a fucked up criminal system.
No, our
Right.
criminal
Justice
system is
system.
because it's for profit, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It's for
And I was
profit.
just going to bring that up. A lot of people make money off
the,
of prisons.
That's the economy of
Towns.
Somerset
the
County.
American way.
Yeah.
American way.
It's the Somerset
and
County
it does,
economy.
and it creates jobs, and it does, but it's like an eightfold.
You also look
process
at
of it.
you also look at the dudes who work at the prisons too, and I wouldn't say a majority of them, but a fair amount of them are these people who were picked on, who were
Correct.
So
That's
they're the
correct.
good dudes that killed
Correct.
the 4-year-old,
Correct.
and managed to get away with it.
Correct.
And now he's working in a prison.
And so you have a certain portion of them that were prior people that were bullied in their
and now
youth.
they have the power over.
Now they have the
people.
power, or they also have problems with COs that are dirty and bringing in contraband to
Or banging
inmates,
prisoners
or
for
banging prisoners. So in my view, the whole system is corrupt and needs revamped, overhaul, something, whatever. But in this particular case, though, I would say yes.
we
This kid
need
needs
to get back
die.
to this case.
Yeah, this kid needs to go. I don't want to keep him alive for 50 years. I don't want to see him rehabilitated. You know,
Okay, that's a fair assessment, man. We can't.
in this case,
Yeah.
Is it because
that's pretty
he's a
heinous. No, nothing
Yeah,
to
what
do
if
with a
he's a
redhead.
Nothing to do with that?
No, he could have been blonde, brunette,
Bald.
Hair color makes no difference in this. In
Did
this
he have
case.
eyebrows?
Who, the redhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were yellow.
Okay.
Really?
And also
got
think,
yellow eyes,
and also think about a
green eyes.
4-year-old. Like I have a best friends that have a 4-year-old right now, and I love him like it's my own child. And I can't imagine somebody bashing his head in with a rock, strangling him, pouring Mountain Dew. You know, think of 4-year-old. I mean, they're
Yeah, just a
3
4-year-old.
3 foot high. They barely talk. You know, I
You
mean,
could take if you were to fight a 4-year-old, you could take him every time. You're 100% sure.
How many 4-year-olds would it take to beat
Yes. Yes. That's the question we want to know. How many 4-year-olds do you think you could take before they would overwhelm you?
you? Yeah.
I'd like to think at least in double dit 20, 25.
Really?
25, 40.
Basically like a pre-K
Oh,
class.
If you can't take out 200 4-year-olds, there's something wrong with you.
200 4-year-olds with
Oh,
no
hell
weapons.
Yeah. You can run around.
You're gonna run, and outpace.
I'm gonna jog.
200
I'm
4-year-olds.
gonna jog over there, and the fast ones will come in. I'll knock them off. I'll push
Fall
them
over a
out.
lot.
You'd be
them
exhausted.
down.
200 is a horde of 4-year-olds.
Yes, that is a swarm of
Plus, I
4-year-olds.
can pick up a branch.
No,
or a-
no weapons.
Two-
No
200, 200.
Fists.
That's about a company.
pick up a
That's about a
4-year-old.
that's
Yeah,
about a
another
company
4-year-old
of
with it.
4-year-olds.
He'll Spartan
You
kick
are not-
4-year-olds off.
You are not taking on a company of 4-year-olds.
Just start yelling at them. Half of them are gonna drop to the ground.
What
and
if they're
cry.
organized? What if they're organized?
You're not using all your
They're
weapons.
really trained. They're tactical.
That is a good-
Okay, out of that 200, let's say 50 scram. Let's say 20 are scared, they bolt. Let's say another 25.
No, none of them are
start picking
bolting. These are
noses.
fighting 4-year-olds.
I pick the biggest 4-year-old and I make an example of him.
Oh, champion versus champion.
Dude, you're fighting them.
hoping
It's
that
a
the hoping that
swarm.
the other 199
The 199
will cut
would be
bait.
like,
Yeah, they won't communicate with you. I'm with Randy on this
No.
one. I can maybe take double digits before I'm like, oh, I fucking killed this many 4-year-olds, and then it would fuck me up.
You would
And
be
you got to
exhausted.
think, and you got to
Yeah.
think it's going to be like a Gulliver's Travel. If they get you around the legs and they get you on the ground,
Yeah, you're doomed.
Exactly.
You're doomed. And I bet you 10 4-year-olds can hold you down. I guarantee 10 4-year-olds.
oh yeah,
can
they
hold
could
you
because
down.
I would-
And then you have
I wouldn't resist
190
them.
beating you.
Yeah, 190.
Well, there's only so many.
Oh, they'll kill themselves too, right?
True.
190 tireless 4-year-olds.
There's gonna be nap time,
stomping
snack
you.
time.
No.
Shitting on you, fucking.
They are not susceptible to psyops. They are.
Yeah.
They are
they
trained.
got their little fingers
killers.
in your eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching
Yeah.
you.
Sticking their little knees in your crotch. No way.
These are starving like little African 4-year-olds.
No.
Like savannah 4-year-olds.
Oh, Jesus.
They're fucking you up, dude. They're
No.
like,
Yeah.
they're all over you.
Yeah. In my
Spider monkeys.
current physical condition, 25.
25, you
20.
think you could take?
20, 25.
I think you could do more than you think.
I'd say you'd be winded
know.
by 10.
Your fists would be broken from their skulls.
I've been in kindergarten classes and I've never felt threatened.
No?
Well, you better feel threatened when 200
Yeah,
fucking
but if they're-
That's like
4-year-olds come after
25.
you.
They
Come
weren't.
screaming at you.
They weren't properly motivated.
Maybe 200 is a bit much.
I'll show them.
It's a lot. Pull up a Google image of what 200 people look like, or 200 kids. Like it's
It's
a lot.
man.
Yeah.
Like
200's
200's a lot.
That's a
of-
gymnasium full.
You're just surrounded.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
A shade gymnasium.
And if they all swarm you at
Right.
one time,
Just they would be tripping over each
you
other
get
and
bum
swarm
rushed,
you.
you're
They're
done.
not going to be organized.
be
in
like
any way,
them
shape,
little
or form.
zombies.
They're angry.
They'll
They're
just pile
angry.
up.
They're
They
hungry.
have sharp nails. they have
Hungry
teeth,
and angry.
Yeah.
they bite things.
They're
do
nude. Are they nude?
Yeah.
No, dude, we're not going to be
Are they
weird.
greased up?
We're not going to make it weird.
Oh, I'll take on 300 nudes.
I thought for like their poop because there'd be poop everywhere.
No, they're like savannah 4-year-olds. They're wearing a loincloth.
That's high. How many do you think you could take, Matt?
Oh,
One of your arms could probably take out 4 or 5 of them, I would think. And a
One-
kick would take
in one
out
swipe.
another 5.
Yeah, but what are you talking about? Knocking a 4-year-old over? 4-year-olds fall constantly. They're good
They're
with
tough
fall.
and they rebound. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They're
rubbery.
resilient.
They're rubbery.
And they get that retard strength. Some of them, if
I
you
could
knock them
probably
down,
do
they get pissed
25.
off.
Or they
25?
Yeah.
pinch and grab. What about you, P-Daz?
Yeah, I don't think many at all, really.
Yeah,
I
10,
think they're
15?
gonna take me out a couple, probably like 4.
Come on, 4.
I think like
No
4
way.
of them would
You could
get
take
me,
on
yeah.
You can at least do 8.
I don't
You can
know.
at least do 8. 10.
think
I'm
so.
thinking
10.
10. Double
10.
digits. Yeah.
10.
I've-
11.
I've scored 150 on whack-a-mole. You know,
But
No-
their heads are more resilient.
No weapons.
But no
hands.
But the
I'm gonna pick
Your
one
hands
of
will
them
break.
up
Their skulls are.
and beat
Yeah.
him.
They go
Beat
so-
the other ones with the one I picked
I hit him in
up.
the soft spot.
Of course.
his
you
leg's
would.
gonna break.
Yeah, and then I'll pick up another one.
Dude, it's
and
dead
It's going to
ball.
be like the giant blob.
And it's not like if you miss a whack-a-mole, there's going to be repercussions where it's going to hit you. If you miss that 4-year-old, it's going to sack you,
Somebody's
or
gonna
it's going to
whack
hit a
your nuts.
kneecap, or it's going to hit an ankle or something.
Enough.
Yeah, that's 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds. You're
If
swinging around.
one
you
of
know.
them little
Well,
kids
maybe
hit
50
you in the
pounds.
nuts, you would be down.
You're done.
And then you have
You're done.
199 beating
Left.
on you.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think life was better in 1966 or now?
I wasn't alive in
I wasn't.
1966.
Give me something better.
Well, no, you're thinking of times. Like, do you think it was better in?
Oh, our view of
Yeah, I would say
1966?
1966.
No.
You would say we were better off in
Yeah,
1966.
I'd be happier.
Well, no, not you'd be happier,
Well-
but is the country in a better place
Oh,
than
it's
it
in a
was?
better place. Ooh, 60s, that was Vietnam.
Is life
civil rights.
is life getting better or is it suck?
I'd say it's getting better.
I think it's about the same, just
It
different
sucks.
shit.
You think it sucks?
It's gonna get
Me?
worse quick.
Why? Why do you think that?
Why would
Too many people, right, man?
Too many people.
You know, too many people is a
Too
fallacy.
hot. It's too hot.
You know, that people produce so much.
He's always so hot. But he doesn't like water to cool down. You were saying?
I don't like sinking.
No, but people produce so much nowadays that they offset their cost to the planet.
Really?
Yes. In 1966, the life expectancy was only 56 years.
Well,
In 2016, it's 72.
It dropped for the first
so you
time
live
in a while.
That's an increase of 29%.
so you have more people who are living longer.
Yes.
In pain, constantly, with no money.
And how did that ever work
no
out in any
joy.
of
Tons
the
of
sci-fi
medication.
books that we've ever read?
Out of every 1,000 infants born in 1966, 113 died.
It's
Now-
technology.
Now 32. That's a reduction of 72%.
Again, more people.
Thank you, March of Dimes.
The average income per person rose 372%.
More people, more money.
That's right. People make money. The point is that people
That's
Yeah,
the
a lot
whole
of
thing
that's
about
inflation,
slavery.
we as an organism, like people like to paint the picture that there are so many people that we're overusing the resources of the planet, but the statistics don't say that. As China and India especially became like semi-capitalistic, the world poverty level has gone down like crazy percent.
Yeah, that's true.
So we just need Africa now, huh?
Yeah. It just goes to show that the more you lift the bottom, instead of trying to war with them and shit like that, that's not the way to, you know what I mean, deal with the problem.
There's definitely
No,
some
I see
pressure
why
from the top
it's a
pushing on
spin.
the bottom, though.
The length of schooling that a person could typically expect to receive was 4.5 years. Now it's 8.
In the 60s?
Yep.
Wow.
That's a 100% increase. My whole point is just that the food supply rose from 2,300 calories per day to over 2,800 calories, an increase of 22%.
Getting fat.
That's worldwide, though.
People are
You know? Yeah. Well, yeah, there are us at the top who are, you know what I mean? We're like sipping at the cream. but the people at the bottom are coming up too. Like it's not as bad as you're being told.
You're getting nutted in.
Statistically,
nutted in.
See, and that's just it. Why don't the statistics match the visual?
it's just your intuition. We have what's called a negativity bias. It's easier to believe that things are going bad.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not making shit up. So your intuition would tell you that everything's bad. Everything's all crazy right now. I mean, now the news doesn't help.
Yeah.
Gossip
All that
and
shit
shit
you're
like that.
force fed.
But
Things are crazy now, but not bad.
no, they're better. They're better. They're continually
the
better.
ratio. The ratio.
Statistically, as a species, we're doing pretty fucking good, and we're getting better.
And we got billionaires in space.
Yeah.
True.
But at the same time, they're like, I can't help. Like back in the 60s, a pack of cigarettes were, 10 cents? Mm-hmm. Now they're $9.
Because they're poison.
You know?
And you're a drain on the health system, so we have to tax you for that, bro.
Gas was a nickel. Now it's $3.60.
Because we can't be driving around.
Actually, you know what? I actually
in your
remember.
monster trucks, your goddamn F.
If you want to ruin shit, then you got to pay to
You
ruin
have
shit.
to pay to ruin shit.
We were actually.
Your
Have you guys,
body, your world,
Yes.
anything.
have you guys even
It makes
noticed?
beautiful
to ruin
sense.
shit.
Have you noticed this though? That we're at that age now that we're all in our 40s, some over. That
Who's not in their 40s?
No, we're all in our 40s.
yeah, we're all in our 40s. But like I can remember, like when I was in high school, gas was 99 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
and I catch myself saying stuff that like my parents would say or my grandfather would say.
Yes.
Oh, I remember back in 46, whatever. I'm now at that age where I can gas was 99 cents. You could get a pack of Jack cigarettes for 99 cents.
Yes.
Hell yeah, Jax.
Jacks.
Jacks were
just
gross.
Things
Jacks were
seemed
gross.
like they were cheaper.
Oh, definitely.
They were a lot cheaper.
Well,
back
99
then.
cents is cheaper
They
than
were
$9.
cheaper in every way.
Yeah.
It is. It is. A hell of a lot.
Statistically speaking.
Statistically, yeah, we're talking statistically.
Right, but what was the minimum wage then?
900% cheaper.
Oh, I think whenever I started working, minimum $5.75, $5.25.
450.
Three.
Yeah, something
Three
like
for
that.
you guys.
Three.
I don't
It was
remember.
three in the $3 range.
Three and a quarter.
Right.
Is there what
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah.
I was in a union and I made $4.75 an hour.
No
Are you
shit.
kidding me?
Wow.
And now what are we fighting for? $15 is
Right.
what they're
No.
is what they're fighting for.
In how many
Is
years?
the-
When did you start working and made $4?
Oh, early
30 years ago.
Yeah,
30
years ago. So you're trying to raise the minimum wage by half.
Well, the value of the dollar is nothing compared to 66.
Right.
True.
And also, too, the sad
Correct.
thing is that it's hard
Correct.
for a single person to live off of $15 an hour.
You can't.
You really can't. Unless you have a
No.
significant other or some other form
Right.
of compensation, you do something else on the
That's
side.
the whole argument right there.
Yes.
You know,
In 1966, you could.
The nuclear family was
you
still
could
alive
live.
and well.
You could live off of single income,
Yes.
you know, family.
That's why
and
you
still
had the homemaker wife.
and had the two
Doris
cars
Day,
in the garage and a chicken
and
in
a
every
lawn.
pot.
For a select few.
Right. So things were better. Things were better now. Things were better. Ebb and flow.
Things are drastically better worldwide, I'd say.
Yeah. No, statistically.
absolutely.
Statistically, worldwide, they're better. Absolutely. It's a fact. You can, I was getting this information. Let me tell you where I was getting this, just so if anybody thinks I'm making this bullshit up. But it is not. It's humanprogress.org.
Statistically
There you
speaking, we're better off than we were 14 million years ago, too.
Absolutely.
Yes, sure.
Everything. My point.
On
My
the
whole
upswing.
point is that it's getting better. Everything is always
It's
getting
not all
better.
gloom and doom.
No.
I think the key word in that is better. What does better equate to?
True. Subjective.
Yeah.
Right.
It means
Just
live
for
and-
the prolific of the species, of course.
Yes.
We're more.
Probably
So more is better.
there's general indicators like average lifespan,
average lifespan.
hunger,
Yeah. And it-
caloric intake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and as much the
Semenic output.
the bottom line is too, most of the environmental violators are poor people and countries.
They're working
you
themselves
know,
to death, yeah.
so they're doing whatever. I mean, if there's no food, then they're gonna fucking kill all the animals in the protective sanctuary.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. So as we keep raising, the value of life for everybody, those people are going to get pulled up. And the facts say that, I mean, they're getting pulled up at an exponential rate. You know, it's crazy. Like the poorest person in Africa lives like a Spaniard did in the 1960s.
Right.
Yeah, and they're adopting basic technologies now, like
Oh yeah, they're gonna
running
jump.
water.
Now,
and
again,
sewer
that-
and-
that-
yeah.
that-
that's
that-
what makes us you productive.
Yeah, no, a lot of tech companies are investing in Africa now because
Right.
there's no rules and there's no infrastructure.
Right.
So they're building things high
however they
tech
want, yeah.
from the bottom. You
So
know, their
better-
governments are being run like Bitcoin. There's a government in Africa that is going to be the first country to adopt using like that Bitcoin technology
Damn.
as
As
like
their-
their
as their-
voting
as their
system,
currency.
as their ID, as their currency, and everything. You know, and that's not in the hands of one conglomerate like it is.
That's even out
Wall
of the hands
Street.
of its government. That's,
Right. Yeah.
So again, that's better because technology-wise and science-wise, you're progressing.
Yes.
You know, but
Yeah, and you're
if you
aligning-
think about emotionally-wise, or
And Wakanda forever.
right, you can be simple and not have all the technology-wise like the Amish, and be happy.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you could live a lot less
Simpler.
Yeah.
luxurious.
And I think that if you looking at that example, like if you go back to this, I do feel that it might have been a simpler time because
Yes.
we weren't so connected. Now problems.
I mean,
have
you
become
had
more
things harder.
complicated.
Yeah,
it was
stress-
harder.
stress was
still,
less.
Still
Yes.
hard, but I feel like
Yeah,
it was
because you
still
had
a
to
little
worry
bit more
about
simple.
living. That's it.
Right.
Now you got to. Now you have so much more things to.
You have to worry about being a redhead.
And
multiple
hate crimes.
things. So I
And
feel
if
like,
you're a redhead, you got to not be the angry redhead.
Right.
right,
You got to fit in somewhere.
right,
Yeah.
somehow accept it.
All right, I got to pee.
All right, let's take a break.
Where? Northwinds? Northwind?
And
oh,
we're
yeah. Indian Lake, huh?
Yeah, the,
Yeah.
the private course.
Yeah.
You had sex on the golf course?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of my best friends in high school growing up, his parents had a house that was
You
right
banged
there
him?
on the golf course.
It was him.
Yeah.
And they would always have house parties. So me and a chick walked down to the green and
Laid in the grass.
had our fun.
You laid
And
together.
went back to the party.
Yeah. You copulated.
Did you get out of the rough?
Was never in it.
And how many strokes?
Was never in it.
But
Did you birdie it?
Yeah. Made the green. Made
Did you birdie that hole?
Yeah, it only took him 2 strokes.
It's a par 3 hole in one.
I always eagle. I'd be the best golfer. if
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
game.
you would. Yeah.
I'm like the Tiger Woods of pre-Jack. Yeah, I'm a pretty good premature ejaculator. They've called.
I come the fastest.
I've been called the Tiger Woods of premature ejaculators.
Usain Bolt.
I'm pretty much eagle on every hole.
Oh Lord.
So what else is going on?
Yeah. What else?
We talked way too much serious business.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's suing Marvel.
Yeah, I saw that.
For what?
For not getting her cut of the streaming on
basically,
Disney.
they promised her a feature movie and that she would get box office.
Oh, back end stuff.
And since they released
Right.
it partially in the theaters aren't to full.
Yeah,
and
capacity.
they're not giving her anything of the streaming, which they're charging like $30 for early access
crazy.
streaming.
Yes,
I
for
kinda-
premium access.
Yeah, I kind of see her point.
Oh, absolutely. I like her though. I liked her in Lost.
But
in
she should have
Translation.
known that, and it was in the contract that she
I like her in them
signed.
panties and Lost in Translation. So.
Yeah.
Under
Well-
the Skin, I think she's.
Oh, that's the Alien movie,
Yeah,
huh?
that's supposed to be
Yeah.
a really good movie.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, that one is good. I like that.
Have you guys been to a movie since COVID's
No.
breaking
No.
up or anything? Have you?
Not recently. No, last thing I went to see was the Hocus Pocus.
You are a house cat.
I took a lady to see that last Halloween.
At the drive.
Full COVID.
At the drive-in.
No, that was during COVID, dog. It was risky. I was working to,
Did you get the popcorn trick?
It's a good trick, man.
I used a bag of Skittles.
You showed off your pre-ejaculation skills.
Taste the rainbow.
Like, let me butter that. Never mind.
Yeah. Good movie.
Never mind. Let me eat a peanut butter sandwich. Catch you in 15. Let me get a Snickers.
He's so quick that when he does the lane move and puts his arm around him, that's when he finishes.
Oh, yeah. All the time. man.
Yeah.
As we were
Somebody
talking,
got my.
I premature ejaculated.
Just now.
Oh, that's cool. It was Randy's voice, wasn't it?
No, it was hearing about his arms room. That gets me. Because if his computer's in there and his guns and his flags.
But he only does porn on the eye things.
Tack vest.
Tack vest? Do you put your tack vest on when you masturbate?
No. No.
That would be awesome. Maybe you should try it.
No.
You take it off?
No.
You take it
Do
off
you,
right
do you
before
wrap
you do?
Ranger cord around your
No, I'm
nuts?
good.
I don't. that I might actually try.
Some of that paracord?
Yeah.
That I might actually try.
I got a power cord bracelet for.
I can tie a bunch of.
Just for a cock ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a paracord bracelet that I make into a
Put a
thong.
couple knots in it.
I make it into a banana hammock.
You can tell how quick you're going to come by the Ranger knots.
Exactly.
That's right.
I'm at
5. Here
I'm
it
5
comes.
knots hard, bitch. Wait,
It's
4,
coming.
3, 2, 0.
This is the kind of banana hammock you need if the shit goes down. Yeah. You can unwind it and make a
You
tent.
can store your cricket phone in it.
I had a girl crochet me a banana hammock.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
Oh, that'd be like putting a little quilt on your.
Comfortable would that be?
I never put it on.
No.
What?
Oh,
God.
no.
What?
It was kind of,
curiosity?
it was kind of a gag thing.
It was too
yeah.
big.
Oh,
You didn't want her to know she made it too big.
You don't want to put on a saggy banana hammock.
Saggy,
I
loose.
soaked it in water so it would shrink.
It's like loose spandex.
Saggy, loose banana hammock. Oh man,
Saggy spandex.
that should be our look. Actually,
That
we should
should
try
be
that out.
saggy,
Yeah.
saggy lycra.
Yeah,
Well, I'll wear oversized.
yeah, like
Loose fitting lycra.
yeah, like I got a. I didn't bring it in. It's out in the car. I don't want it to get all smoky, but I got a badass headband and wristbands.
No, you don't.
No way.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna wear them to work because
And so you didn't bring them in.
I don't want them to get all smoky. It's too smoky in here, man.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, my laptop will smell like smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No smoking.
And most of us quit.
yeah. Quit what?
smoking.
Yeah.
We only smoke here.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying. I'm not going to wear my sweatbands in here. And
You
want to
wear them at work.
I don't want to get my wristbands. Yeah.
Look like Kurt Rambis from the Lakers.
Ooh. Yeah. To see, that's not a bad look for me because I'm skinny.
Get your rec specs.
Because I'm skinny, I could wear those little shorts, but like it's hot in here.
Your oversized banana hammock.
Hell yeah, with a loose banana hammock. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe a good look for us would be like headbands, wristbands, and loose banana hammocks.
And rec specs.
What's rec specs?
Those horse.
Oh, those rec
Goggles. Yeah, the goggles.
If you have to wear
recreational
Like
glasses.
James Worthy wore.
Yeah. And the big knee pads that they
Yeah.
wore. Remember those thick knee pads that they wore back
Those
then?
cloth knee pads that
Yeah.
sucked up sweat. And,
Yeah, made your knees chap
the
on
John
that.
Stocktons.
John Stockton's, yes.
Patrick Ewing, he wore those big ass
Yeah,
knee
he
pads,
did.
too.
Dude, he was.
okay, so Rickety, when are you moving?
Tomorrow.
You moving tomorrow?
No fucking
On a
way,
Sunday.
dude.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
First. We should be good.
Well, no, let us know if you
Okay.
need help. Hell yeah.
He doesn't want your help.
I
man.
know, but I gotta give it.
He don't want you
At least to offer.
getting Legionnaire's disease.
I live 2 blocks away. If he needs help,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
help
true.
him, man.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys who live a half hour away. You're like, yeah, I'll help, but it's a half hour away.
What's a half hour? And I mean, come on, you live once. This is the only time you're going to get to live. What are you going to? What else are you going to do with that half hour?
Right, help Rickety move.
That's right. Do you got a lot of stuff to move?
No.
Do you have a wardrobe cabinet?
I have a dresser.
Yeah. A whole drawer full of
some-
underwear, or
a whole drawer.
Do you
Yeah.
split
A whole
those? Do you
drawer.
split that drawer with socks?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do.
So not a whole drawer full of underwear.
Half a drawer underwear, half a drawer socks.
I have like a quarter drawer of underwear,
A drawer of t-shirts.
You should have more underwear, bro. That ratio is off.
You have foot sweat. You know how it is having nice.
I
clean
stock up on.
socks.
I got a
Yes.
whole drawer of underwear and a whole drawer of socks.
Ah,
I wear
okay.
those slinky underwear though. They don't take that much room.
Oh God.
Ah.
Oh, he wears his loose thong.
The lycra ones.
They're
You
not much
lycra?
to them. Yeah.
So they give you a boner thing?
I don't want cotton down
ones
there.
that all
absorbing
bind up in
things.
your taint?
No, you get the long ones.
Boxer briefs.
Why are you
I don't
wearing
want-
your fucking sunglasses in here?
Oh, I forgot I had them on.
Because he's trying to be Cobra.
He's staring.
He's trying to be Cobra.
He's totally Cobraing you across
I know
the
he
table.
is. Yeah.
Straight across. He was staring at you the whole time.
I know.
Cobra it all morning.
I'm waiting for him to have a toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah. Suck his teeth a little.
I was looking around, I swear.
With your
Yeah.
dead eye.
So you're moving. You're getting your own place this week.
Oh,
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
Rickety
Congrats.
2.0. Yes.
Starting up.
Yes.
You've leveled up.
I have. Did level 2.
What are you going to do with all your stuff?
Most
Yeah.
of it
Well,
stays here. I'm
is
not
it-
gonna.
yeah.
I'm not gonna clutter up a
No.
place. Yeah.
No, he's
So
still
just clutter up your mom's place.
right.
Exactly.
Why not give your mom space? Maybe she needs that space.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
maybe she wants to
everything's
crochet
That's
or-
I spent all this week and last week just throwing shit out and.
You got a lot of stuff. Or do you still right now? Are you sleeping in your childhood bedroom?
No.
No. You gave that up.
Or they made you when you moved out.
Did you? Yeah. Did your parents? They didn't throw all your shit away. They put it.
Or have you moved
They
out?
made me buy a shed.
Oh wow! Are you serious? Are you serious?
He didn't move out. He just got
Wow! They set a contract in front of you. It was
Yeah.
like purchase one shed,
Yeah.
move your shit into
My
it.
lease is up here. I gotta
Did
move
you buy
on.
the shed off the Amish?
That's the whole thing.
Is it an
right?
Amish shed?
Yeah.
It's an Amish shed? Fucking purpose built.
How old were you when you bought your first shed?
26.
Motherfucking bubbles here.
26.
26. You got your first shed. That's not too bad.
You know you made it.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So
I
is
mean,
this the first time you're moving out?
No, I've lived many places.
Yeah,
You've had many.
he had a
travels.
career.
Seen
Believe it
many
or not,
faces.
Well, he had a career didn't mean he had a place to live.
I'm on hiatus. Yeah, I lived in Altoona. I lived
Sabbatical.
I lived in Pittsburgh. I lived in Somerset. I've lived in.
So this is not your
Hollidaysburg.
first time living in that.
No.
Altoona. No, God no.
Okay.
many failed relationships,
Rickety's
and
travels.
trials and terrors.
Fighting 200 4-year-olds.
Yeah. He traveled the county like a wandering astrologist.
He was Rickety Seagull, and he had like a
Astrologist.
burrow and shit.
Gypsy at large.
No, you did have a profession. You had a profession.
He scanned the water. You
still have that
He
profession?
had his
I still have a
burrow.
license, yeah.
He had his burrow, and he was wandering. He'd scoop up water in a ladle and taste it. This is tainted.
No.
2 fingers,
Don't
and he'd
drink
be
the
like,
water.
"Do not drink the water."
Put up the sign.
That whole family would just be crying.
He guided Jesus.
I helped him a little bit, but I mean,
Help
I
Moses
guided
through the
him.
desert.
Yeah, yeah. He purifies water through the gills.
Through those baleen teeth.
Oh fuck!
We haven't had a good old rickety gullet joke in a
No,
while.
you haven't.
You know? We haven't talked about that desalination plant of a neck you have. That water treatment plant of a neck.
Water's tinted. Let me.
That aquifer of a neck. Like,
do cats go lick your chest area?
What?
oh, no. He was telling us that he has 3 cats living with him now. And he's not
and they
used
have
to
a
it.
city.
And they have a whole cat city in his basement. They do. Of like climbing toys, shelters.
You have to see it before you leave.
Yeah, I'm
I want to see it. I love cats.
Water features?
water
2 water
features. Yeah. So, you ever wake up to any of these cats like laying on you or licking your neck or
Once, yeah,
eyeing your neck up?
scared the shit out of me.
Suckling.
Suckling. Oh, they're all laying on their sides, suckling at your neck, looking for teats. It does look like when a cat's pregnant and their belly hangs down, except for it's your neck and there's no nipples. But it looks like it's that soft.
They
like
just lap it. They did like a saucer.
Their tongues are
they lap at his neck.
their tongues are scratchy.
Yeah, their tongues are scratchy. That's how they get salt from your neck. That's how they get his neck is a salt lick for a litter of cats. His neck is like I saw his neck. They were selling it actually up at Farm and Freight. It was a salt lick. They come in bags. They're right next to like the pig's feet for dogs to chew on and shit.
The pig ears.
Big ears.
1996 on rollback.
Yeah, it's like a treat. You can get your cats or any kind of, like guinea pigs like it too. And
Guinea pigs. Wow.
they get the salt off of this. Oh, I'm sorry, but anyway.
You tuckered out yet?
He rope-a-doped you.
Oh shit!
You got the rickety rope-a-dope.
Now here's my comeback.
Now you listen to here, boy.
And here's my rebuttal.
Rickety, let's hear your rebuttal.
How dare you talk about the size of my neck?
This is from Georgia.
I like to rip some meat out your stomach and make me a taco.
Ancient cultures, a sign of a long neck was a sign of prosperity. It was a sign from the gods.
4
The
score,
chosen one.
4 necks ago.
I'm up to 10 rings.
They measure your neck like a tree.
Yeah.
Like they,
I can fight to be the new Black Panther, the new T'Challa. If I get up to 12.
Nectala forever. Oh, good lord.
yeah, we haven't talked about his neck in a while. It's been a little while.
Oh my god.
I was listening to old podcasts and I was reminded by the time when Meat came in with wet perm. Do you guys remember that?
yeah.
When he came in, he was all slicked up.
Oh yes.
And we thought the heater was going to spark. It was going to get so hot.
It would light
It
his
would
hair on
spark
fire.
his hair on fire. And we'd have an MJ incident. Like MJ and Pepsi.
My scalp was hot, man. I was worried.
He's always hot.
Is that when he snarfed on you?
Huh?
Is that when he snarfed on you?
What does that mean?
When he pulled the snarf out? We're talking about snarf?
a big sneeze.
Oh.
Like a big
sneeze on me?
stifled sneeze. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'll never forget the day you came in with like that
That slick back
oil
hair.
in your hair.
Yeah, it was.
Coconut oil.
Yeah, that
I put way too much in there.
Dapper Dan.
Jojoba.
He was that.
It was some of that jojoba.
He was like Pat Riley.
what's that dude who wears all white and he makes his music videos in a shower? He's
Andrew
got
WK.
Andrew WK hair.
Just stringy like pro wrestler. Like
Shawn
Bret the
Michaels.
Hitman
Bret
Hart.
the Shawn Michaels.
All oily. Lawn boys cometh.
The lawn boy comment.
Ride of the 4 lawn boys.
Lawn boy. Fighter of the meat man. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are dumb.
He goes around, right? Those are good times. Anyway, I was listening to old podcasts, and they were just reminding me of some good old times, like when THC was what's that Scolari's dude's name?
Peter Scolari. Yeah.
Well,
my
we
God.
said THC was a Scolarian.
Who said that? Who said I was a
He's got a Scolarian head. That's a head measurement. Peter Scolarian. He's
1.5 Scolari.
He's 1.5 Scolarians on the Scolarian scale.
Oh my God, we're stupid. What episode was that? I want to listen.
I don't know. It was the Meter Cetera.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That
good.
was good.
I listened to that at work. That was good, man. Some good times. So, I mean, the beauty of what we do is that if there's no one listening, we still have fun doing it.
That's it. That's the whole reason we come here.
And I can go back to listening to me make fun of Rickety's neck from
Anytime.
years ago now. You know, from like we can go back through the annals of history
and find a neck among us
and find
to lead us,
or the captain,
to take us to the promised land.
the braff.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn, I forgot about the braff.
So if this is just a reminder, if you get a chance, listen to an older episode. There's some gems in there. These things are timeless. All right?
Tell us your favorite. What is your favorite?
Yeah, levels of mental damage we've done to each other.
What was your favorite
Yes.
skit or conversation or therapy session we had?
We should have a vote for a best of episode.
Oh.
So the next time we have to miss, it's listener picked.
That's a good
Yes,
a
that's
good
a
idea.
great one.
You know, you tell us which ones you want to hear mashed up, and we'll put them together. Tell us what your favorite bits are. You know, was it 23 and meat when we found out that meat is
Neanderthal?
42.
42% more than other people?
Yep.
Neanderthal? You know? None of us were surprised.
No.
Was it? Holy fuck, dude.
What are some other
we've been
magical
doing this
moments?
For almost 3 years now? 2
Yeah,
years?
it's been a while. This is episode 118, I believe. Yes.
So, Randy, what is your lineage?
Yeah, what are you?
We
I
never
don't-
got back to that.
I don't know.
Scottish?
Unknown.
No,
I'm going to say, what's your last?
UNK.
Oh, no.
I've been told
those-
Irish, Hungarian, and Czech.
Okay.
Weird combo.
I don't see the Czech, but I see the Hungarian.
Yeah, and Irish. So
Yeah, I
that's
definitely
what
see
that's
the
what I've been
Irish.
told.
Yeah, you could be a
Or
smaller
wait, not
mate.
Czech, like Slovak. I'm sorry. Is there
Slovak.
a difference? Is Czechoslovakia and Slovakia?
There's the
one
Czech
of those.
Republic and
I would
Slovakia.
say,
Republic,
yeah,
yeah.
It
your
used to be
Right.
your
used to be
willingness,
Czechoslovakia.
Eastern
now it's Czech
European.
Republic
Yeah.
and Slovakia.
your determination, and your willingness to shit on yourself make me think of like a mountain people.
It's probably where the Hungarian
hill
comes
people.
in.
He's from Transylvania.
It's from a hardened hill people who would shit themselves for duty. You know, duty in the name of duty. Duty and honor, but it's DOOT.
If that's not loyalty, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Right? That's why you used to have two
yeah.
flags.
You have a code.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
you have an arms room.
Everybody has to
with
have a code.
flags and exploded printouts of your weaponry.
And explosives. I do.
I
have
really
explosives,
do
too.
think you were right, Rickety. I think his theme music is the Karate Kid music.
Oh,
I am by Peter Cetera.
fight
For your honor,
Peter Cetera
I'll
is
be the hero that you're dreaming of.
we'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory
of love.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yep, that's yours.
Yeah, Peter Cetera is our spirit, and we form. We don't form Voltron. We form Peter Cetera.
Yeah, all of us together.
Robo Peter Cetera. And he's got like that 70s coif.
Yes.
The cloth comes down.
It's in metal.
He had a mustache too, didn't he? He had a mustache.
I
don't
think
know.
early on when he was in Chicago, he probably had
He has a battle scarf.
I'm thinking of big
Battle
piercing
tunic.
blue eyes.
Well, let's not make it weird.
Oh,
So if we're the
he's
parts,
our-
if we're the parts of Meter Cetera, what parts are we?
Oh, yeah. Who forms?
What?
Yeah.
That's a conundrum right there. Who?
It is.
Well, I think Randall Flagg would be his head and mouth
you think? Yeah.
because he has that
The
smooth
mustache.
talking. Yeah.
Mustache.
and the mustache.
Yeah, you would probably be the torso, the core.
I would be the crotch. I'd like to
Yeah,
be
I'll
the
go with
crotch.
that.
Peter Cetera's crotch. Yeah.
I'd like to be Peter Cetera's crotch.
Rickety would be from the shoulders to the bottom of the head.
Rickety's the neck. And I'll form the neck.
Just the neck. That's awful. I just get to be a neck.
Dude, that is a vital part to Peter.
It's like when my subjects bow down and kiss the neck, suckle from the neck.
Whenever we send out any probes, they come out of the neck. There's a little garage
what,
door
though?
that opens in the neck.
He's got a pretty good neck.
Peter Cetera neck.
You do form that.
He's got a decent neck.
Well, and you know what?
Who's going to be Peter Cetera's jaw?
Hey, listen.
I will.
You're going to be Peter Cetera's jaw?
Listen,
I'll be the lower jaw.
Who's going to be his hair?
me.
Meat.
Yes.
Meat is to form of Peter Cetera's hair. And I'll form the neck.
I'm the lower jaw.
Shape of a neck.
The neck's probably we jest, but the neck is probably the most important. It connects
Absolutely.
the body. Without the neck,
Dude.
there's no Peter.
And his superpowers are all in his voice. So where does the voice come
Right.
from?
The neck.
The gobbler.
Diaphragm.
The gullet.
You are the most important cog in this
Yes. In the Peter Cetera train.
Cetera train.
Yes.
show. Well, that's
In my mind,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Hey, you're MVP this year.
you get to win.
But we forgot about legs and arms. So
Oh, we
just,
don't need legs or arms.
Okay.
We don't-
All right.
No, our Peter Cetera is only a head.
He's a quadriplegic.
It's just a,
Futurama. Futurama.
no. We all work together to form his head. That's it.
Meets the hair and forehead.
We're just Peter
He's the
Cetera's
neck.
head.
I'm the
Gotta
lower
carry you like
jaw.
Atlas.
Yeah.
You're the nether region.
I'm his brow. Peter
Yes.
Cetera's brow.
And you're the ears.
No, I'm his freaky blue
Eyes.
ghost eyes.
Yes.
Don't make it weird.
Dead guy eyes. No, I didn't say.
Oh.
I didn't say piercing. I'm his piercing blue eyes. With
Blue steel.
with silicone dildo reflections in them. When he gets angry.
Irises of dildo.
Irises of dong.
Irises of
I have dong irises.
Dong irises. So, on August 14th is the Steel City Con.
Yes, we gotta go.
Anybody want to go?
I want to go.
Anybody want to go?
You'll have to go, Rick.
I'm saying you said you were going to go last time, but I'm talking about does
No,
anybody
for real.
want to go?
I do. I'm in.
Does
It's
anybody
not too
want to
hot
go?
out.
What do you think my chances are of hooking up with a girl and cause and then caught like a Sailor
Oh, we
Moon
saw some
outfit or
hot
something?
girls.
It is only as much rejection as you're willing to take.
Yes.
If you're willing to put in the effort, it will work.
Bam.
It will work out for you.
There's the words of wisdom right there for
right.
this week's episode.
You have my bow.
Then I think I'm in.
How much rejection
And my
are you
staff.
willing to endure?
Yes.
How much rejection are you willing
We
to
got half a
endure?
Peter.
That's
Okay,
the
there you go.
episode. Okay.
We're all going. That's
Lincoln.
it. It's the
Everybody's going?
The pact has been signed.
All right.
So then we're gonna do a show on Sunday.
Saturday.
To talk about.
It's
the
got to be
It's a
Saturday.
Saturday
I work
day.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's the
And I
problem.
fly back on.
so we're gonna have to wait
Friday.
a week to talk about it,
Yes, unless we
do a late.
scurry back and record.
Yeah, and record after.
We
right
might be
after.
all amped up.
We might be able to.
We
It's a
might
possibility.
have pics.
If it's super hot, I'm not doing it.
No.
No.
What if the temperature
So
is
if it's above
pass
80,
out.
you're
If
out.
it's above what temperature?
like what
Yeah,
temperature?
75.
If it's much
80.
hotter than this, I'm not doing it.
It's
Well,
72.
it's 70 degrees out today.
Yeah,
It's like 80, I
chances
probably
are
won't do it.
it's going to be hotter.
80 and up, you don't move. You have to stay in the turtle tank.
I stay in
My heat lamp does not go above 80.
My chill lamp.
Where's my rock?
I need to get back to mossing this rock.
I got rocks to moss.
I gotta get back to fogging up this tank.
These hands.
Oh bother!
I don't want to pass
Oh,
out. on
bother. It's
My,
Not that it matters, but
fucking
yeah.
Eeyore.
my turtle water's getting warm.
What was the turtle and never-ending story? Not that it matters, but yes. The big ass
Oh,
one.
I don't know.
What is the turtle in it?
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it, but Atreyu goes to.
Nobody ever
seek
talks
wisdom.
about the turtle.
The turtle was like,
And he would always say, "Not that it matters,
you
but
seek
yes," and then he
wisdom or
sneezed,
something.
Oh, damn! No, none of us ever even brought up
and
the
we
turtle.
watched that. Yeah.
and he would and he blew Atreyu out of the tree. Every time
Wow,
he
we
sneezed.
need that. This calls for a rewatch.
Yes, it does.
I've
This is the
never
first
seen it.
one,
I'd like
first
to see it.
never-ending story. Not
Oh,
the
you
second
need to
one.
watch it, dude. It's
First-
awesome.
second one
Morla,
was
the
shit.
ancient
Morla.
one.
The ancient one, yeah, that's
Morla, the ancient one.
Mita.
And his back was
He
a
was
forest.
the mountain.
It was
Me-
a forest. Yeah, he was the mountain.
That's Mita, the ancient one.
I like it.
Meat.
The ancient one.
Not that it matters, but yes.
It's a swamp of sadness.
Moss ain't gonna
Yeah.
grow on its
Swamp of
own.
sadness.
Moss won't grow on its own.
Turtle water's not getting brown by itself.
I need to brown these waters.
My gnats are missing me.
Have you heard anything else from the kids across the
Oh God!
Oh,
yes, that
last-
was
I need an
great.
update on that.
All right,
We need
last-
an update.
okay,
on
hold
that.
on.
That was fantastic.
Last week we talked
Yeah.
about Uncle Meat seeing some borderline crazy kids who are
hanging out of
yeah,
windows.
hanging
yeah.
out of
yeah.
windows. I mean,
Throwing-
if you saw the
throwing
pictures,
animals and-
you would see what we
I
mean.
gotta post them. Did you send those to me?
It's
but I can't.
no,
Yeah.
no,
No,
don't be
we can't.
transferring those
Okay.
over state lines.
Oh,
those will
yeah.
get you in trouble.
That's true.
But anyway, Uncle Meat from his window has been taking or took some pictures of these rowdy kids who are more than likely locked in an apartment
Were they gingers?
bedroom.
No.
No, they're chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got talked to.
Oh, really?
They gotta talk it
From management
I don't know.
or?
Probably not management. Well, probably management told them.
CYS?
Parents?
Oh, could be child services or
I
parents.
don't know, but they only open it now.
They don't hang out. In it.
No. I mean, they don't even get really super close.
Oh, maybe their mother is a listener.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
She is. She might be.
Maybe you can make her a listener.
Yes, you need to make a connection, bro.
I don't want to talk to her.
You need to
Why?
go door to door, spreading the word.
You need to tell her what her kids
Spread
are
the
up
gospel.
Well, I've thought about that. Like, I should probably, if that kid fell out of the window, or any of those three kids fell out of the window, I'd
feel terrible.
bad. But,
to. Yeah, no
you know,
shit.
shit happens.
That would be on your shoulders.
But secretly, a part of you is kind of hoping it'll
oh, yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're a floating sea turtle through the eons of time.
Yeah.
Through the ethers of muck. through the
Moss curtain.
through the
mossy curtain.
through the tanks of turtles.
Belly sliding through the.
Yes. Through the eons.
I am
of-
the friction of a turtle belly in the earth.
Pretty fast sometimes.
Viscous.
through the canals.
Sometimes.
Through the canals of sludge.
So, no, they're not dead. They're
No, they're doing good. Oh yeah, that's good then. See, we by us
Did
bringing
some good.
this into the communal consciousness, we focused our attention, and somebody came in and saved those kids. In effect, we're heroes
Positive.
Yeah.
by
Positive
talking
things.
about it last week.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
So the question is now: you're going to delete those photos, or
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're not really deleted, though, are they?
I'm
Is
sorry,
anything ever
They're not
deleted?
really deleted.
Did you upload
The
them to
photos?
if you upload them to the interweb, then they're out there forever.
No, I don't
no,
know.
even on their phone, they can recover deleted
Yeah.
information.
So I can.
I mean, they'd have to get a search warrant. Are they getting a search warrant for your phone, dude?
No.
All right, good. That's good, I guess. I mean, as long were the authorities alerted?
Not
No.
that I know
The
of.
grammar
Right.
police, maybe, but
The who?
The grammar,
Grammar.
police.
The grammar.
No, actually, you text with good grammar.
I try to.
You do.
It
Yeah.
drives me crazy when
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want
It's
to.
always good grammar when he says liked shitty picture.
Liked, and then there's a
Reacted.
quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's only because you don't have an iPhone. Would it show up as a like
that's
on the
my
picture?
phone. Yeah.
No, does it show? What does it show up as? Like a little
It'll-
thumbs up on the
yeah.
picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like in the corner.
Mine
Do
doesn't.
you
It
push
says
that and push
liked.
send or?
Yeah, it's a little, so I don't have to write it all out. It just,
Like I like this.
Yeah. Or down, thumbs down, I think maybe.
No, he thought that way because
Or
they could
smile.
say.
What are you doing that you can't type your friends' words when they type you?
It's easier just to type one button.
Like no, but like what are you doing
Nothing.
that's commanding your attention?
Nothing. Just sitting there. Probably watching them kids.
Yeah, and that's
Good thing
more
you're not
interesting.
texting us.
That's more interesting than typing words to your friends.
Well, what do I have to say? Like
Something when somebody
That's funny.
a communication usually requires a counterpoint, a point of view,
usually.
a rebuttal, an acknowledgement. Or you're saying the thumbs up.
The thumbs up is
Matt
no.
liked or Meat liked this photo is what we see.
My assumption was that it would show up on your shitty phones. and
Like
it
as a
doesn't.
thumbs up.
Yeah, so I don't do it anymore.
Do you do
We're
a lot
not
of
always
thumbs? Do you do
highfalutin.
thumbs up in real life? Like when we're talking?
Totally.
Yeah, do you
No, you don't.
all the time?
Like if you hear something you
kinda
like,
does.
you're like,
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
You say that's
you've never
funny.
seen him do a thumbs up.
No,
He
never.
has.
Nobody does thumbs up.
Totally they do.
Don't try to catch his back like that.
High five, yes.
Yeah, we high five around here. We don't thumbs up.
We've never high-fived.
Knuckles.
We high five.
We knuckle it up, but I've never
knuckle.
high-fived anyone.
We hug it. We bring it in. Bring it in close.
We talk about it. We never do.
We talk about it. We never do it.
We just hug for
That's what he's angry about. Angry
Yeah.
greaseheads.
You
in
guys
history.
promised me hugs. I was promised there'd be hugs.
The little lip starts quivering.
I juiced up my hair for nothing. You should juice up your hair all the time. Like
No,
it would be
I fucked
for like a
up.
look. No?
Why?
No, it's too much. If you put enough in, it'll like distribute right, and it'll make my hair.
What do you use? Do you use
some
Dapper
sort of-
Dan, Brill Cream,
No, it's like ladies
Grooming
stuff.
Clean?
Swanky
Lard?
Sam.
Oh, it's lady stuff? Nair?
Chef Boyardee?
No, Nair will take
Except
care
for
of it all.
pizza sauce?
Lard?
Essential oils.
Crisco.
You guys are fucked.
Bacon fat?
That's
Hot
good
dog,
for
hot dog
sexing.
water?
Is it good for sex?
Oh yeah.
It would smell good.
Put on some coffee.
Yeah. It would be good. It would smell good at least.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You want ambiance?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, right.
You killed Randy.
No.
You killed Randy.
Randy, you never thought of using bacon grease as lube?
No.
I thought you were American.
Nothing more American than bacon.
Thought about it for everything else, but
think it was-
not hair gel. No.
No.
And I like the hot dog water idea. I never thought about that.
Oh, hot dog water.
That would probably be really good and greasy.
Actually, yeah, that's a
yeah.
big thing. People
That-
are using hot
around
dog
here.
water in their hair now.
Yeah.
It's like remember they used to use mayonnaise in the 80s, but
Yeah.
now they
Come on.
Or
no.
goat urine.
A lot of people they put the hot dog
Camel
water.
urine.
They put the hot dog water in a crock pot for a long. You put hot dogs in the water in a crock pot. Then at the
low
end,
heat.
when you
Low
come,
heat.
when you come back from work,
9 hours. Minimum.
take out the
9
hot
hours.
dogs,
Dip your head in.
and then you have this
Dip your
perfectly already bowl for you to dip your hair
Yep.
in.
Yep.
And gel it up for the next
Yeah,
month.
it's also good
And
too
then you
for
freeze it. Then you got to put it in the freezer like a Jello mold. You know, like
keep it.
Jello shots.
If you wanna
freeze
keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
to keep it. But
Absolutely.
another thing people
Save
are
it for
using that
weddings.
for is ashy elbow.
Athletic supporter, you listening?
Yeah, I know some people who have ashy elbow. That's real
You know
good.
what?
Hot dog water
How
is
do you
good for
cure
that.
wrinkly elbow? I've noticed in my old age, I'm getting one of my elbows. You're getting that little wrinkle. Look at
Your weenus.
Put that away.
that. My weenus,
a
is,
wrinkly
my weenus is
weenus.
getting wrinkly. Yeah.
Wrinkly weenus.
How do you get rid of that?
It's
Bacon fat?
that wasn't there a joke or something about that being like ball skin or something like your elbow is like
Is your weenus ball
it's like your
skin?
ball
weenus?
skin. That's
No
what your
way. Yeah,
ball
there's a
skin
joke
looks
about
like a wrinkled elbow. But anyway, no.
Oh, you can pull a lot of skin away from your. Look at that.
If you want to eliminate wrinkles,
Hydrated.
if you want to eliminate wrinkles from your elbow,
Don't bend your arm.
no, bend your arm.
They're completely wrong.
No, that's the opposite. No, hot dog water and a hair dryer.
That's it.
And baking soda.
Hot dog water in a hair
You
dryer.
make a paste.
Hot dog water in a hairdryer.
And you make a paste.
You soak it in hot dog water and then you blow dry it.
Drain squids, hot dog water in a hair dryer.
I'm gonna start a restaurant and serve something with a hot dog water reduction. Reduce hot dog water.
Oh, we were
Boil
watching.
1,000 hot dogs and reduce the water
Like a
down to a
pasta.
syrup.
You can make a pasta with that.
Me
kind
and
of a
Uncle
dish.
Jesse are watching this baking show where it has kids in it, like 13 and under.
Like
And this
Master Chef Junior.
Yeah, but this kid's made this ice cream, and the judges were eating it, and they're like, "Oh my god, this tastes like hot dog ice cream."
Really?
Yeah.
Was it hot dogs in it, or
No,
the judge
it had
just said
nothing
that?
to do with hot dogs. But he
raspberry.
said hot dog ice cream. Could you imagine hot dog water ice cream?
Oh God.
Or one of those ices, like the lemon ices or
Yeah.
Freezy. Like a freezy,
Yeah, freeze
or a freezy pop.
something. Hot dog water ice cream.
Or a
freeze
push pop. In a push pop form.
They made limited edition Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream, and it's sold out like in one day.
How do you know that?
Macaroni. So it's like
Why would you
frozen macaroni and cheese.
I don't know.
Ice cream.
What would the? Yeah.
Where do they sell that at?
You know, you can eat macaroni and cheese. It don't have to be hot.
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, what was that pirate that Johnny Depp played?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have meat dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow to advertise my hot dog water cologne.
Oh my god.
That would be good.
I think it would be awesome, but I think Randy would do a better job at it.
No, Randy will be his first mate.
Yes, the
Yes.
parrot on his shoulder.
No, you'd be the parrot on his shoulder.
Yes.
And it'd be all like the wind blowing through his wet hair. Like hot dog water. By us guys. Noir.
When you've been
Some
sailing
French
the seven
words.
seas all
Et
day.
du toilette.
And the toilette.
It's the only
Hot
thing.
dog water.
Hot dog water.
When you've been sailing the seven seas all day and you come into port to see that special lady.
You don't want to smell.
Yes. What do you put on? You slather yourself in hot dog water.
You don't want to smell like Moby Dick.
You want to smell like
You
the
are
hot dog.
Moby to be dick.
You want to smell like the dog of hot.
It's the only thing that bring me home from the sea.
It's hot dog water.
Oh, it's a perfume for females.
Oh, yeah. The sirens of the sea.
Yes, because men love hot dog water.
You have Uncle Meat standing there like a romance novel. His fucking greasy hair. And he's got
Like Fabio.
his first mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like, you guys are dressed up like the girls. And you're
I'll take one
like,
for the team.
Yes.
slather it on.
Yes.
Meat.
My windblown
Rickety's
dress.
neck and swoon.
I got a windblown dress and I'm spraying on
Yes.
this real heavy hot dog
On
water.
Rickety's neck.
It's coming out real heavy and it's
With an
weighing
exploding
down.
pirate ship in the background.
Yes.
There's got to be an exploding pirate ship in the
And
background.
him and his duster.
I spray on so much it looks like a wet t-shirt contest.
We could do that skit at our bathhouse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Us guys bathhouse.
We're going
and
to need a lot of
sauna.
hot dogs.
Russian bath.
We're going to need a lot of hot dogs.
It's hot sauna, bro. Hot dogs will cook in there.
Yeah, it's an Amish sauna.
We'll put them in the water.
It's an Amish sauna. We put it up to 150.
Throw hot dogs in there.
steam up some hot dogs.
We hang hot dogs from the ceiling.
That's the original hot dog slow cooker.
Yeah.
Final step, collect the money.
Cha-ching.
Boom. They're already salted.
Great idea. Great idea, guys.
They're
I
seasoned.
said we blow off the steel con next weekend and
Boom.
figure out this hot dog water thing. We're gonna make, at least we're gonna make money off of
No,
that.
we could dress up next weekend like the hot dog water crew.
Oh.
Who are you guys?
Hot dog. Essence of hot dog.
Coming soon.
Wait a minute.
Hot
Can we
dog
dress
by
up?
us guys.
How many hot dog manufacturers? One of us could go as a ballpark, and Oscar Mayer. Uncle Charlie.
as
Does
the
Uncle
hot
Charlie makes
dogs.
hot dogs? Does Uncle Charlie make hot dogs?
No, but I was
generic one?
but I was just thinking. I bet hot dog companies have to pay to get rid of that used hot dog water. We could cash in on all that, dude. This is
like the biodiesel.
What if we could be the first ones
Another
to
man's
create a
trash
car
is
that
another
runs
man's
off
treasure.
of hot dog water like they do on the French fries and the grease? Let's make
Except for ours would only work on
hot dog water
mopeds.
burning car.
Ours
Scooters and mopeds.
Ours works on scooters
Vespas.
and mopeds.
Vespas.
Vespas, yes. You just drive around, smell like, oh, is that hot dog water I smell? That's right. Vim. Vim.
Nothing but clean dogs here, baby.
I'm sitting side saddle on a Vespa.
We'll hijack the Wienermobile. Publicity stunt. Hijack the Wienermobile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This hot dog
Spray
smell
it
is making me
down.
hungry. I need a hot dog.
Make the hot dog mobile crash.
Hey, you know
and
what?
then-
We're talking about hot dogs. Anybody a fan of Coney Island?
Yeah.
Oh, I love their hamburgers.
Oh, yeah. After drinking?
it doesn't look
I heard a rumor that they went under this week.
Really?
They closed their
The
doors.
Sundowner, dude.
Yeah.
That's
No.
a
Coney
that's a
Island downtown.
No way.
that's an instant
institution.
diarrhea maker right there.
I don't
That's-
know if it's a nasty rumor or what, but my mother was telling me about it. She said, did you hear about Coney Island? I was like, no. The place is going to be open forever. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, one time
She
I
said
came
that it
in.
closed.
One time I came
Yeah,
in from
somebody
out of
Google
town.
that.
I came in
mustard
from out of
stick.
town. I came in for Folk Fest and I met up with John
Folk
Bon
Fest.
Smooth, and we went out drinking and got pretty drunk, and then we went and got some of those Sundowners.
Great.
Then I got talked into going to another party, but for some reason nobody was allowed in the house. And wouldn't you know that Sundowner hit me in the backyard party, man.
Yep.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
you had to
Yeah,
shit.
I had to shit in their bushes.
Oh,
And John Bon Smooth took pictures of me while I was doing it. And
Sundowners will get you.
yeah.
It
That's
doesn't
why you'll
say
never
it's
be
closed
president.
down.
No.
It does
Okay.
on the internet.
It's not closed down. No, it changed owners.
Yes, it did change.
It did
owners.
change.
So maybe
owners.
that's why it's closed just while it's transferring. Maybe he's remodeling or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope it's just a rumor and it's not closed.
What they need is an attitude adjustment for those ladies that work down there.
Yeah, the hairy arms.
Yeah, they just act like they're like, what do you want? Like, can't you see the
Maybe
the
what
board?
we should do.
Meanwhile,
is
there's a super confusing 8-foot menu on the board with every variation of,
of a
mixing.
hot dog or hamburger.
Not
You
like
got-
chili
but they
on
are
bread.
like 1960s prices, though. You gotta
Yeah.
love that.
They are cheap.
it looks like the Goodwill Hunting
dirt cheap.
chalkboard.
Yeah, it's like there's this
Maybe
giant
what
math
we
problem.
need to do is all of us guys need to buy Coney Island, and then instead of the ladies running hot dogs up their arms, we could have Rickety have hot dogs up his neck.
Oh yeah, he comes out
Neck
serving,
dogs. Yep.
serving dogs off his neck,
Line the neck in wax paper.
and that'll give us a
They don't
supply
do
of
that
hot dog.
anymore.
water.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't do that anymore. The FDA said a couple years ago they're not allowed to do the wax paper on their arms. They haven't done that for
That was
years.
half of the beauty.
I know.
The sweat was
They
the
shut
fun.
that
Yeah,
down.
the sweat was the catalyst.
They put
for
the
those
kibosh
dogs.
on it. FDA put the kibosh after like 68 years of doing it that way. They finally caught up to them, so now they just make it normal.
That's why I'm pro regulation, dude. I'm
Yeah,
pro government.
definitely.
I'm pro big government and regulation because.
But
you know,
like Rickety said, though, that was the whole experience. That they'd line
It
up
was.
10 hot dogs on their arm, and boom, 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 all your toppings, your chilies, your wrap them all up with one hand. It was amazing. It was amazing. Kind of like the guys that do the hibachi
I wonder if there was ever
and,
any.
and flipping vegetables
Yep.
into your
Yeah,
mouths
yeah.
and stuff. Is that
Or
next?
cocktail, Tom Cruise.
Cocktail? You know, that's the whole experience. That's why I go to that bar. So I can see
Throw
vodka
the-
bottles getting thrown around and whiskey
I know
bottles.
you've seen cocktail.
You
Of
like
course.
you prefer to go to the bar where the bartender's doing tricks?
They're doing chili tricks.
No, with the bottles and shit, flipping the bottles and.
I've never been to one, but if there was
It
one
annoys me.
locally around here with
Well,
a
there
professional
is one.
bartender,
Really?
like
There
that,
is one
a
right
professional
here.
mixologist like that,
I'd be
that
like
does
show
that
off
shit.
and then try to
What?
smack one out
Hell
of his
yeah,
hand.
it'd be like going to see
Lee
a
Bomb.
Get
magician
Lee
or
to do
something.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
Lee
Lee-
Bomb will do it.
Lee Bomb serves drinks
Yep.
and food,
Yep.
She does.
so you could throw some hot dogs on your arm. We could start that all
Right.
over. You know? Anybody ever caught herpes that way or anything? I wonder. Probably. I would think.
Athlete's foot once, but
Oh,
never herpes.
Yeah, I imagine some fungus would be pretty tough.
Right? Yeah. Get athlete's
You'd
foot
have
in
to
the
get
mouth.
fungus.
That's why you got to wear flip flops.
Yeah, shower shoes.
You got to wear
shower
flip-flops.
shoes.
Wear flip flops.
No, you
Shower
don't wear
shoes.
shower shoes to an
I-
eating establishment.
Dude, I wear shower shoes.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I wear shower shoes like in hotels and everything.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Do you?
Absolutely.
I don't go there barefoot. I don't wear.
No.
I wear
No.
slides around the hotel floor. Hell yeah.
I try to embrace it and soak up that.
Why? Because you know you jizz on the fucking floor and shit. And those maids don't clean that up.
Oh, I totally do. I got jizz everywhere in there.
I once
I get it.
vacationed with a girl that took her own bed sheets because she didn't trust it. Like, what if we get there and the bed sheets are not? You know, you don't
Yeah.
know. You're
That's
300 miles
That's
from
not
home.
unreasonable.
That's
You
not
know,
unreasonable.
She would
No.
take like a pillowcase, sheets, whatnot.
Your own pillow. I don't want to put my head
your
on
own
some
pillow.
pillow. Some dude.
You take your own pillow to?
Totally.
Yeah, when I
Do
go
you?
traveling for work.
You
and
do
shit,
too?
I always do. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are freaks.
No
You ever watch that Dan Bell show where they go into
Hotel
hotels.
rooms?
Yeah.
the
It's
shit they find
creepy.
in
It
there?
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. I think that builds your immune system.
I
You
just
know what I
agree
mean?
with that in a way.
To some extent.
Yeah, and I'm like subconsciously trying to get pregnant. You know, like I wouldn't mind carrying a child. Like I
got my child from my hotel.
I don't want a relationship. You know what I mean? I just want it natural. Like it's like a hotel stork. That's what I call bedspreads. Hotel storks. Like fill me up, bedspread. Fill me up. I scoot on it like a dog wiping his ass.
That's like I got pregnant from the toilet seat.
Yeah.
You got it from the
I got it
toilet
from the toilet seat.
Jumped right
I
up.
try.
Grab my meat.
Well, we're at an hour 34, so you want to take a break and then come back
Yeah.
with Rickety's list?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, then, since it was my idea.
It's a whole psychology. Huh?
It really is. I watched a documentary on the History Channel several years ago, Breaking Vegas, and it showed you like all the things that the casinos do to lure you in to,
Keep you there.
gambling away your life savings.
Yeah, you can. When you go, you can literally go from casino to casino through like these conveyor belt tunnels, to where you don't even have to go outside, dude. You can have a good time. It's fun, even if you don't gamble. I think just to walk around and sightsee, you know.
And see tunnels with
everything
conveyor
in Vegas
belts.
is a lot farther apart than it looks.
Right. Yeah, that place is bigger than it looks.
It looks like
you
it's
know?
right there. It's a mile away.
Right. Yeah, but it's a good time. I went there for a couple conventions.
I've been there 5 times, I think.
No shit. You ever get married there?
Uh-oh.
I want to get married there sometime. I just got to
See an
find
Elvis
the
impersonator
That's where Doom's wedding was.
Was it?
Yep.
Elvis impersonator. That's your thing, isn't it?
in
Randy?
Vegas. Aren't they all over the place?
Yeah, you can get married by one.
Didn't
can
you
get
say
married.
you just wanted to see an Elvis impersonator?
No, I want to get married by an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, but in Vegas, aren't they like on every street corner?
No, there's the Little White Chapel's the main one. That's where
Oh,
everyone
okay.
goes. And there's a couple down that way. They're at the end of the strip. I only know that because I've been to
I thought there would be like street performers out
Did
there.
you got married there or no?
No, Doom did.
Oh, right.
So, yeah. There's the Little White Chapel and there's a couple other skeevier ones, but they're like the end of past all the casinos
strip.
on the strip.
Don't they have drive-through marriage things?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's
And it's not a great part of town either.
No.
No.
Vegas bad, huh?
Yeah, it's on the edge of the bad part.
Well, what do we have?
Oh yeah, we want to
Rickety's
get
list.
We want to get to Rickety's list. It's time for Rickety's list.
Okay, so this is just kind of a local story.
Oh,
A story about instant karma.
okay.
it's gonna get you.
A friend of mine, he's still married. He's been separated with his wife for a while, and they have 4 kids, and so. But she's kind of just a piece of shit. So, she got her an eye surgery done, and I guess it got all messed up, and she went in, and one of the popular eye surgery places.
LASIX.
Yeah, the that
I don't know it, but that,
it's
I wish I
important.
did.
It's important.
Okay.
But anyways, his wife's just a ball of nasty karma, and her sister too. Like,
Oh.
so this dude like invites him out to Vegas.
Okay.
Just like a month ago.
The eye doctor.
The eye doctor, yeah, invites him out to Vegas.
Okay.
So they went out there like twice, and my buddy, he's just
So your buddy and
my buddy
his
sees his wife-
ex-wife's eye doctor.
No. no. My buddy's ex-wife's eye doctor
Okay.
took his ex-wife to Vegas with her sister.
Took
Oh.
your buddy's ex-wife.
Yes. This is where this
okay.
is where the karma comes in.
Okay, so your buddy's ex-wife and her eye doctor
Yes.
And her sister.
and her sister.
Yeah.
Nice. He got
in
both
Vegas.
Yeah, both.
because he's a doctor.
Eye doctor.
and they went out twice, and my buddy saw her like just the other day, 2 days ago, and said, "What you been doing? You've been with your doctor friend in Vegas. What's up with that?" She's like, no, he died.
Oh, from chlamydia.
And my buddy just busts out laughing, just like roaring, like the immediate response, because you're like kind of.
So I take it he doesn't get along with her too well.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he like the eye doctor?
Yeah, he's one that's on TV.
Really?
Yeah, you would
locally.
But now he's dead.
Yes, he got the second shot of COVID and had a heart attack.
Wow, no way.
But I know
In Vegas.
No, it was when he got back, but I know it's from the karmic filth that he brought back from Vegas with those two.
Because he okay.
Do you think he banged both of them?
Probably.
Yeah, he probably
Were
has
they
access.
hot?
He has access to Viagra and stuff. I'm sure.
Were they hot?
Not really.
He could write a Viagra prescription to himself. Take your buddy's lady out there, show her a good time,
And
blind her while he does
You
it.
didn't recognize that song?
No.
He's not local.
Yeah, he is. No, he's not. I guess was he?
No, I'm not.
I know.
No,
what it- I know
you
what it
guys.
is.
Eye care surgery.
Something
I know who
eye
it is.
surgery,
I know who it
freedom
is.
to see more clearly.
Wow.
That dude.
Okay, so that guy.
That guy. Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Okay, yeah.
drop names, but yeah,
got you.
that dude.
Okay, so he got the COVID vaccine and died from it.
Yeah, he had a heart attack after the second.
Wow. And where did you hear about this?
My buddy just told me yesterday. It happened the day before.
So we don't have any facts.
Well,
This is just words from the street.
It happened a month ago. He died, but when he confronted his wife, "What are you doing, running around with that doctor guy?" Mm-hmm. No, he died.
Wow.
We were saying last night.
I wonder what. Maybe she was in love.
To die.
Wonder if she got in his will.
I doubt it, but
Probably not, huh?
Yeah, where's she at?
I mean, he's a local celebrity eye doctor.
yeah.
A local celebrity eye doctor. That's a game. That's a game. Everybody's got a game they got to run. You know what I mean? That's what his character
Maybe that's
profile.
what you or Matt can do.
Taking girls to
Celebrity one-eyed doctor.
Hey, if I get to take
One-eyed doctor, Cyclops doctor.
Yeah, but you would think as a local celebrity eye doctor, he'd be able to find hotter broads than some locals if he was going to Vegas.
Especially, are they Central City locals? Or you don't want to say, that's okay.
Yeah.
Not
They're
city locals.
They're Somerset County locals.
Somerset County locals.
Yeah.
You would think a local celebrity eye doctor would be able to go out to Vegas and
Yeah,
yes, you
pull
would
some
think.
wool.
maybe
Yeah,
buy a
but you
couple.
know what though?
Yeah.
He might be a big fish in a little pond here,
He
but in
doesn't-
Vegas,
He doesn't need to be.
he's a minnow. I mean,
Yeah.
you make $100,000 a year.
There's tons of
plankton.
local
He's
celebrities.
plankton.
Right, there's guys here drop $100,000 in one hand of blackjack.
There's eye doctors
Whatever.
out there.
Fuck off. Go back to your little practice and
Flipping
your little
21,
pokey
21.
Practice, you know,
Yeah.
with your 50 clients.
What if he was smitten with her?
Maybe.
And
maybe.
her sister.
They killed him.
Well, I
And
mean,
her
karma.
sister.
that's usually how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's karma just to that one guy's.
Yes, and to his story and him telling it to me. And
Yeah.
his response was the best.
From
how
his-
he just busted out laughing.
From his perspective, it's karma. But
Yes.
maybe this dude had a
Yes.
whole brothel of broads that he was running
Yeah.
out to Vegas, and they
I
all
can't-
lose.
I can't fathom if he just meets a patient and takes him and her sister out to Vegas that dude's
Well, was
been
she
up
pat-
to much good.
was she particularly whorish?
She's still married and going to Vegas with dudes, so
I would classify that
yes.
as whorish.
That's pretty whorish.
and she switched teams for a while. She's been on and off.
Oh, she was
Okay.
lesbian, not lesbian.
Is that why her
Oh,
sister
okay.
was going with her? Was she
Possibly.
incestual lesbian?
No,
That's the implication.
that is the implication.
It's all about the implication.
Yeah, it is.
I think more for me as a math guy. I see it more as he's just playing the odds. He's like, I'm one of these broads is going to be.
Oh,
wooed.
you don't think he was banking on both of them at the same
I
time?
mean, okay, sure. Like in the back of
Obviously,
his mind,
his
he was
heart
like,
wouldn't stand up to it.
yeah. In the back of his mind, he's thinking, yeah,
second
that would be
shot took him
cool.
the Titanic theme music was playing while he was doing it, huh?
I think he's one of those guys that likes to watch. He's an eye doctor. Like,
Oh,
Man.
and his ultimate fascination was with sisters.
possibly.
You know, Yeah, I don't know. I think he was just playing the odds. He was like one of these broads.
Maybe he just paid them to gaze into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
While he watched.
Yeah, or maybe just
That's his
walk.
kink, right?
Like I would, I wouldn't mind paying 2 broads to just walk behind me when I walk around.
Yeah.
And then whenever
theme music.
and then like we'd be at the counter and somebody would address one of them and I would look to him real quick, like with some.
Backup singers. You need backup singers.
I would look to him real harsh, like don't you answer him. You address me, sir.
You need to talk to Brian.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Did the sisters look alike? I wonder.
Not real.
Could they pass as twins? Because that would be the move.
Definitely not.
If you're going to Vegas to gamble, you want 2 twins behind you.
Were they friends, or were they just 2 randos that he
They were
picked up at
sisters.
the-
They were
Oh,
sisters.
they're sisters.
Where the fuck have you been?
I didn't catch the sister.
Well, he
part.
banged his cousin, so
I didn't catch the sister.
That's true.
It's all.
That's true.
It's all a
at
gray
least in
area.
his mind.
It's all a big gray area.
If you remember a couple episodes ago, I was asking who would be likely to bang their cousins, and he comes out with like fucking spoiler alert. I banged my cousin. I tried to, wanted to.
I wanted to.
Tried to.
I thought about it.
Tried to and got stopped, and then afterwards had a moral revelation.
Karma.
You are a brave man.
In his arms room.
Yeah, that's why I love him. That's why I love him.
I think you absolved yourself from karma for that. Yeah.
That's why I love him, because he's a man who stands for something.
His convictions.
It
He
may
is the
be-
beauty of his
It
convictions.
may be a jack-off gun room, but he stands for
But
it.
it's his jack off.
He thinks every American should have a
That's
jack
right.
off gun.
And every American should if that's what they want. Freedom.
I agree.
He's for the flag. His blood type is red, white, and blue.
My DNA, don't run.
My haplogroup is
American.
Mark.
God and country. In that order. Cold dead hands. My blood type is cold dead hands. But anyway, so your friend's ex-wife banged the dead local celebrity eye
Local dead
doctor.
celebrity eye doctor. Yes.
And what a twisted
Yeah.
web we weave.
Indeed.
As the page turns, as they
Just
say.
when you think it can't
Well,
get any.
Why don't we
worse or
turn the
whatever.
page?
Life-
What's
life-
the next story?
Life is a general hospital.
It's a daytime
No,
soap
we gotta,
opera.
we gotta bounce. We gotta get to the rant.
Yeah. Well, do we want to do Randy's rant? Are you
Yes.
ready? You got a rant this week?
I mean, I kind of do, but it's not.
You get the floor.
Let it roll.
The
Is
Is
floor
it
is
a mini
yours.
rant?
It's kind of a mini rant.
All right,
because
well.
we kind of threw this together.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, and I don't want to get political or anything like that, but it's so hard not to be in this day and age that we're living in. But one thing, Olympics are going on right now, and I got a whole problem with the disrespecting of flags, whether you're from this country or other countries, but mainly ours, unfortunately.
I feel like we're a news organization, and like the editor comes on to like give his point of view. Like,
Editorial.
It's a PSA.
and the whole rest of the news team is like sucking their teeth, like, ooh.
It's a PSA done by Randy
Here
Flack.
we
Yeah.
go. All right, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And what angers me, whether you're from Australia, Botswana, I don't care what, you should respect your flag. If not, then why are you competing in the Olympics under that flag?
There
you
is-
know what
there
I
is-
mean?
There is no
Why
independent
not?
Olympic team.
Come on. Let him go.
But I'm saying, if you're gonna compete for your country and you have the skills, the athleticism, the talent to participate in the Olympics, whether you're from whatever country, you should honor that flag that you're competing under. That's bottom line. If not, then why are you competing in the first place? What's the point? Why are you doing it? And in a way, you're just looking for attention, looking for likes, looking for
or individual life
Whatever.
and liberty.
Isn't
And
that
pursuit of happiness.
Isn't that all?
The American way.
right?
Or else
Well, no, not just the American way.
Or else you're representing America by fulfilling a dream,
Yes.
working
Yeah.
hard, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps,
Right.
and performing at the highest level.
Yeah, and you love to do it.
Yeah, and this doesn't just go for our country; it goes for everybody's. I'd be saying the same thing if it was Australia or China or Africa or
Africa's
Ethiopia,
not a country, bro.
whatever. You know,
It's
I said what's one earlier, but you know, it doesn't matter. You should respect your flag that you're competing under, because that's the whole point. You're going to represent your country and compete.
Well, how are
under
you
that.
disrespecting your flag?
Russia's not allowed to even present their flag. They have to be under like the ROI.
Oh yeah, because they got busted for steroids.
Right.
Yeah, so they can't even fly their flag or play their song, but they still have a stupid, weird Olympic flag that they put up for those guys.
Right, and I'm sure all of their athletes stand, and I'm sure they, you know, because they don't want to go in a salt mine. They don't want to.
Are you talking about the NFL?
No, they don't.
You know,
they stand, but they
well,
don't play
I'm
anything.
referring to the women's soccer team
Oh, got you. Okay.
that kneeled.
What happened? Oh, they
The women's soccer team kneeled at the Olympics.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
That's kind of
Was it
getting
this
old.
week? It is getting old. And when you're on a global stage like that, and if you have a problem with the country, then why are you playing for that country? Go play for Canada then. Go play for...
Let me ask you this.
Because you love your country
It's
so
not- it's-
much that you
and at the
recognize
same
its
time-
faults
But it's
and
not
you
like
want
you
to
don't have
fix
a
it.
voice. You're in the Olympics. They're talking to you. They're interviewing you. Why do you need
Yeah.
a silly little 3-second demonstration or a 30-second demonstration?
Well,
you
maybe-
have a full platform to talk to whoever you want about whatever you want.
Right. So for that 30 seconds on a global stage like that, then
Stupid.
At that point, then why are you even competing under that flag? What's
Well, how is that anti-flag though?
Well, I think it's pro-flag because that flag represents your freedom
to do exactly
that, yes.
To exactly do that. So that, in my mind, you should stand for that flag because it gives you that right to take that
to
knee.
take the knee.
So, I mean,
the flag
it's
gives you the knee, so you
counterproductive.
shouldn't
It's-
take it.
so you
your
shouldn't
boss,
take it. I have a
your
right
boss
to
gives
say
you
that.
your boss gives you a paycheck, but you shouldn't take it. You should be wanting to work for society, right?
Or your social security check. You don't agree with socialism, so you shouldn't take it.
Exactly, yeah.
I stopped standing
That's
for the
an
flag
extreme.
in 6th grade.
To me, a flag doesn't represent a nation. A flag is a symbol. It's a symbol of, okay, that nation is what it is. But to me, it's not disrespecting me as a veteran or any person when somebody wants to make a statement against something as important as racism or counter
or whatever their point is,
Sex
whatever,
or human rights.
What if enough people know what it means and enough people can associate with it,
Yeah.
we should give it a voice,
To
right?
me, I think that's beauty.
isn't that
we have
what
the
we
freedom
are?
to do that? We're not Iran. You can voice your opinions, and if enough people feel it's that important that it goes onto a public stage, such as the Olympics, then obviously somebody's voice needs to be heard.
And I agree
Yeah.
with that.
I think they see it as an embarrassment, though.
Who sees it as an embarrassment?
Most people, and even the
Why are they
IOC,
caught up in that?
They think it's an embarrassment that they would do that because it is kind of like I said, without any context or anything.
So you're saying
movement,
you're
yeah.
saying the other countries are looking at it going, why are these
Yes,
people disrespecting their own
exactly.
flag?
But the
Exactly.
Olympics have
And that's
always
the damage of it.
The Olympics
Right.
have always
It's the
been
optics of
political.
it.
Remember
Yes.
when Jesse Owens in the Olympics held up the fist to Nazi Hitlers?
Right.
It's always been political.
Right.
So how can you get angry at it being political now when it's been that way forever and everybody has known it? Because that was the forum they had to voice these things, besides the United Nations.
And regardless, it's communication. It's communication between these athletes who would never have any other type of way to communicate with other athletes from all around the world. So anybody watching that can look at that and go, man, when these guys have an issue going on over there, at least they're not North Korea, to where one person has one identity and everybody else has to
Yes.
just shut the fuck up and stand behind him and do exactly what he says. At least in this place, when people say something, they can say it and they don't have to worry about going into a gulag when they go back home.
Correct.
True.
You know, so if anything, it should make us proud.
I think it's.
I think.
I don't know. I don't think it's. You're trying to be Rosa Parks. You're trying to have that demonstrative.
Some people need Rosa Parks. If
demonstrative-
Rosa Parks wasn't here,
But I don't think an athlete necessarily is representative of a Rosa Parks type.
Why not?
Because they have privilege, they're training, they're usually wealthy, they have the ability to go.
They
through
have the platform.
No, at the Olympic level,
At the Olympic level,
at the
yeah.
Olympic
They can
level,
empathize.
a lot of them are starving athletes.
Poor.
Poor athletes. They don't get paid to be in the Olympics.
They're
So this is
amateur.
and unless
Some of them get paid a lot of money to be in
after the Olympics.
They have
That's
That's what
sponsors.
they strive
Well, they have
for, but-
sponsors for their training,
and they're paying them a
housing,
yearly
shit like
income
that.
to train.
Right.
But you're right. Some of them do have jobs.
But irregardless,
They're bag boys.
irregardless of the fact of the socioeconomic background they came from, they have the platform where
Finally.
historically it has been made
Yeah, but
that
they're-
this is the place you do this.
They're not
and
civic
now all
right
of a
leaders,
sudden,
though.
so those who have been opposed of the total counterculture that has been going on about deleting shit out of history, deleting this, are pro this, which is exactly the same fucking thing in my mind.
I agree.
Yeah, I would never feel like I was, as an athlete, credentialed enough to make a statement so large as that.
Dude,
on a public
you
stage
don't
as
have
large
to
as
be.
that.
I think I've always been for the underdog. So if I had a point where I need to make, like via this podcast or whatever, I'm going to say what I truly feel because it is what my convictions say. Regardless of what you think of my convictions, or you, or you, or you, we have the freedom to sit here and do that. And the fact that I could do it into a radio that 5 people think about, then I'm going to do it. So if I was a pro athlete and I had those skills, why wouldn't I do it then?
Because you can do it. You can do it in the interviews.
Exactly.
After there, you can do it in the 50,
And that's my
in the
ultimate
50
point.
interviews after there, and you can actually express your point.
Pick and
It's
choose.
just not a demonstrative action,
People
Right.
need spectacle. That's why they do it in
And if you
those.
have something thoughtful to say,
That's
that's
why
when
they
you do
fed
it.
him to the lion.
Yeah, but
Nobody's
what's more?
gonna pay attention.
Watching sports and
That's
Olympics.
why the emperor goes right there, right
Yeah.
after.
Right, Olympic sports are a spectacle.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And so why wouldn't you pick the platform or make a statement that's the most dramatic that you can? If you really believe
Right.
in something.
Right. And if you have
If you're qualified to
hundreds
do
of
so,
millions,
What makes somebody qualified to make a statement about their belief?
Can you register my degree of empathy towards any other cause? So who qualifies that? I do.
What if I believe in Satan and I decide to wear an upside down cross?
Do it.
Yeah, you're in America. That's absolutely allowed.
As long as you're not breaking any laws.
But what makes this effective and makes people talk about it is that there are a whole team. The whole team.
It's not 4 people.
If the whole team came out and said we're all satanic worshipers and did it, you'd go, man, something the fuck is going on over there. What is happening?
True.
So
What
if
is
the
being
whole
taught?
team
What is
comes
being-
out and says that something's wrong in our society, this is the problem we have with our society.
Why are we
Then you
ignoring
shouldn't-
it?
I think then you shouldn't compete in the Olympics. You should not go.
It's not a
That's- I
job.
agree.
It's not a job.
I
You're
agree.
not getting
go.
paid.
Then you
Why?
shouldn't go.
Because
You
if
did
wanna-
not
if you wanna
sign
say-
a
if you wanna
contract.
say,
You can't do that.
If you want to say, look at me, do my thing.
Exactly.
Look
You're
how
going for the
great I
wrong
am.
reasons.
Look how great I am. And in the end of it, meh.
You're going
Right.
for the wrong reasons.
Why? You give a score at the end of each event.
So you could just be there to be an athlete.
Okay?
Right.
So why do you need to be a political activist?
Because you're for
Because
a
you're not
country.
because you're not a robot. And you're at a thing
But you have
where
plenty of time to say that.
okay, but you're at a place where people are representing their countries. What's our First Amendment right?
Free speech.
Correct.
That is the most
American
important
thing in the
that is
world.
the most
And
important
you
thing
can say
to
whatever
us.
you want.
Yes.
afterwards.
Then why can't you say it at an American
Their
event?
sponsors, and they would get
Right.
drop.
Now, our capitalist system will punish them for speaking their minds because they won't get sponsors.
And they didn't get paid.
They won't get paid for certain things. They'll be look at how people treat
absolutely.
people who
He
do
lost
it in the
$100 million.
the people who do it in the NFL. They'll be punished by the capitalist system, but they're still
American.
allowed to speak their mind. You know what I mean? Like that
I
athlete.
don't see that act as speaking your mind at all.
No,
No.
no, I get it. I mean, I don't. But
To me,
I don't.
it's an empty gesture.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
you
because
have, so,
all
you
right.
have so much more you can do and say.
Right. But maybe because that point is not important to you.
Because it's about
that
awareness.
you would feel
it's
that
about
way.
awareness.
Right.
Yeah, but an awareness about something.
An awareness that we're a fucked up country.
If somebody were out
Yeah,
there
I don't know,
kneeling,
I don't know.
if somebody were out there kneeling for deer hunters, it
Or
wouldn't
gun
mean anything to
protection
me.
rights.
I would, you know what I mean? Like, I would be like, man, I don't really give a fuck about deer hunting. Why would I care what they're kneeling for? But I still would appreciate their ability to do it. And if they got the whole team to do it,
Right.
I'd be like, damn, that's
Well,
a lot
and,
of.
and I appreciate the fact that they're doing it. I think they should just pick and choose when they do it. Like somebody said earlier, do it at a press conference. Do it but for that 30 seconds while that national anthem is being played and
Yeah.
the
Be
flag
an
is
American.
up, Yeah, put your differences aside, put everything aside, and just thank God that you have the right to do what you do.
Right.
And then after the game at the press conference, go the fuck off on a rant. Go do whatever the hell you want to say.
Sure.
In the off season, you want to come up with an activist group to combat it. Go for it.
Okay, so have
if you
free
want to do some
speech.
fundraising,
So have free
go
speech.
for it.
Have free speech
Until you
but
need
listen,
to do it.
Say have free speech, but only when you're allowed to have it.
I'm not saying when you're allowed to have.
Only when it's in the sandbox that is appropriate.
If you're wearing the colors,
Like be
Especially when you're wearing the colors.
anti-Auschwitz, but only when you're
wearing the
visiting
colors,
an Auschwitz museum. Be anti-Nazi, but only while World War II is going on.
I'm saying if
World War
you-
II is not going on, so you could be pro-Nazi.
If you can't put all of that aside for 30 seconds, why that's being played?
Why do you need
If
to?
you can't put that aside,
Why?
Right, because it's not important to you. You could put it aside because
like
it's not
Rickety
important
said,
to
why
you.
are you competing then under the flag? Why are you wearing the colors?
Because they're
then?
competitors from the United States.
You just want the global scale to make your point.
I
Like
was
said,
born
you
here.
want likes.
No,
you
they're
want,
using
you
the
want attention.
global scale to make
how
their
important
point.
is your point?
How important
Right.
to them? It's important. To you, it's obviously not that important. But to them, it must be pretty fucking important because they're losing out on endorsements, and they have half the country
Yes.
calling them pieces of shit for doing it. So it must be pretty fucking
I don't mind
important.
at all that they do it.
But you don't think they should be competing? though.
I just think it's a poor use of their resources.
Right. So if you were in a
you- if they
position
really
of power,
had- they really
if
had
you
something
were
they
in a
wanted to say.
position of power with that opinion, then you would negatively affect them. They are being negatively affected by doing it. So knowing that they are being punished for doing it, they're still doing it. Don't you think that that must mean something to them? And they're Americans.
yeah.
You're Americans. Your teammates.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind.
Your
them doing it.
teammates who are the best at what they do
Period.
are saying at a point to where they're going to be punished the most for saying it. They're not saying it in an interview where there's no consequences. They're saying it at the point where there are going to be the most consequences. Hey, this is fucked up. And you're going, why are they bitching? Your team is bitching about something at a time that is most inopportune for them to bitch about it.
Very well put. Very well put.
Absolutely
Very
eloquent.
well put.
You know what I mean? Like, it must be important. I can understand how it's not important to you, not relevant. But to say that they shouldn't be allowed to do it when the First Amendment is
No,
freedom
I'm not saying they
know
shouldn't
what
be
I
allowed
mean?
to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that
I'm
either.
just saying it's just a
It's
poor,
distasteful.
It's just a poor empty.
It's a
gesture.
disturbance.
It's an empty gesture.
It's a disturbance in the ritual. Right?
And-
it's not an empty
Yeah.
gesture if
Well,
they're willing
I think-
to give up money to
when
do
Kaepernick
it.
did it. He did it in the confines of. I mean, we're on a global stage, but
Yeah.
it's within.
But he
But
had
the Olympics is specific.
but he had the president of the United States. He had the president of the
national pride.
United States condemning him. He has never gotten a football job since then.
True. That was
Half
wrong.
the country
That was
thinks
wrong,
of his
very
name
wrong.
as a bad word. He paid for that.
Do you think a lot of what athletes are doing is to try to vindicate the way they've been treated in the past for doing demonstrative?
No,
actions like
I
kneeling
think
down?
I think they're tired of waiting.
I think people inherently, people who are not, listen, these are not Joe who works at the gas station. These are elite at what they do,
Yeah.
the best in the world at what they do. So you have to, even if what they do is physical, you have to know that to do anything physical takes a very large mental component. So these are not dummies.
Oh no, definitely not.
And so they are willing to put their money, which is the lifeblood of every you know what I mean, living being.
human.
They're putting that at stake to say something.
True.
And your reply is, it's flippant. They're doing it just for some
Attention.
other alternative motive. Some like
it's not true.
Like I think anybody I think anybody who's that smart
of yourself.
Okay, but I think anybody who is that smart to become an elite person at what they do in the world
And dedication.
and dedication,
Their
they are thoughtful about what they're doing it for. I mean, if they can force themselves to get up and run so many miles, be the best, the fastest, the strongest, I'm pretty sure they're capable mentally of being thoughtful about why they're losing money.
Yeah, I just think the gesture itself rings hollow.
To you, the gesture.
I don't see
Yeah.
it.
So you
It's-
think
it's-
gestures? You think gestures or stances are hollow?
Like when the guys.
So you're a
when the
nihilist.
guys threw the fist in the air.
Yeah.
That was a gesture that meant something.
Why?
Because they were fighting for civil rights.
Right.
You know, so that's an active. Just
So if they would have put their fist in the air, you would have been okay with it.
I think the kneel down has a connotation and context to it.
It's different than putting the fist in the air.
It's like when you kneel and you lower your head.
A fist in the air is about an active movement.
Yeah.
Your gestures are like you put your head down to pray. You do your gestures mean something. To not be willing to stand up. I don't get that gesture. That gesture itself rings hollow to me.
So, but if they would have put their fist up, it would have been no problem for you.
Or even if they had some, like they put two hands over the.
So the position that their bodies are in, negates their efforts and their thoughtfulness.
I think it's saying
and their mental capacity.
I think when you kneel down, you're saying you don't want to be there.
No.
And I think that gesture rings hollow. Because you obviously do want to be there.
They're tired of being fucked over continuously for all of their
Multitudes
history.
of things.
So what if...
And they're rich enough. One guy's rich enough to take a chance.
Right, and so when did they put that fist up? That was in the 60s?
Yeah.
And
68.
if you felt
Atlanta.
like nothing had changed...
But I could see how that
if you were in their shoes,
that gesture could motivate you to feel some power and motivation.
I'm fighting for something.
The kneeling, yes, the kneeling.
I'm fighting
down,
for something.
I don't quite get it.
Them kneeling and bowing their heads is a fuck you. That's what it says in my mind.
Well,
because you're bowing your head and you're turning your back to it. Like I don't care.
Right.
Don't you bow your head and kneel when you pray?
You do.
Is that a fuck you?
It's not.
Maybe they're not saying I fuck
so
you.
It's the
That's
implication.
a genuflecting. That's a genuflecting. That's a humbling of yourself. That's
right.
Yeah,
You're bowing your head to your Messiah.
Yeah, they're not humbling themselves. They're actively.
Their body language is suggesting that I don't support you. I don't like you. I'm turning my back to you. I don't support.
Okay.
Which that
I don't want to be a part of
it. Doesn't ring true to me.
I think in order for me to see that and feel that, I would have to feel like they're on a different team than I am. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If for me to think that Meat wants nothing to do with this podcast because he turns his head and points his head that way, I would have to feel like me and him are on different teams.
Right, and
like he's not going for the same thing I am.
Yeah, but the whole Olympic squad is made up of different individuals,
but they all have the same.
And not all of them do it.
thing.
That's why it's not a bothersome thing.
Oh, the whole team doesn't do it?
No, not every American that won a gold medal did this.
Right. Some of them cried. There was one that completely broke down when he won the gold and he was on the podium. He started crying.
That's because he's the best in the world.
And he won.
And he did it for his country. It had emotional and sentimental value that I have this honor to win this medal, not only for me and to all of my hard work to pay off, but I want it for my country. I want, you know.
You don't know he feels
what
like
if
that.
What if like you feel this way about your country, if I get what you guys are saying, it's in defense of our team, our country. They are turning their backs on our country. What if from the time you were born, you never felt like this country wanted you?
Had your back. Yep.
Then why would you?
Why would you compete
don their
for it?
colors and compete for them?
Then why would you?
Because that is your avenue. That's what you do the best. As an American, every person is encouraged to do their best at what you're best at. So they are the best at what they're best at. It happens to get them into the Olympics.
And they won the gold, so they're the best.
So they are the best in the world at what they do.
Yeah, and some athletes will do that. They'll go back to the roots of their country where they're from and compete under that flag.
And we've seen Americans do that. They go like from Canada, they go and compete under the Canadian
you're saying
flag.
these people ship them out to their country of origin.
They compete for Nigeria, born in America, but
they compete under the Nigerian flag.
They choose not to.
But what if you're from here? What if you're from here? And you don't want to leave here?
Then you have a definite moral conflict in whether the Olympic sports are what you want to get into.
No, not if you want to be an elite athlete. There's no other avenue.
But it's also
then pick a different sport other than gymnastics.
No, you can't be great at everything. You're great at one thing. There's only one avenue to excel at it. When the light is on you, you go, yeah, I know I'm here representing America. I am. I'm wearing the uniform. I won for America. How about that? We are the best track team in the world. We did that. These people who are kneeling right now made America winners. If we weren't here, you'd be losers. But we're here. But whenever they sing our song, we're going to kneel because we don't feel like our country cares about us.
Yeah, there's some grit in there.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I would see it.
There's grit both ways in there.
Okay.
But how does the country not care about you if
Right.
they're letting you compete? You pass the qualifications,
Because you're
you met
making
all of the
them look good.
criteria.
And also, you use our training facilities. There's other stuff that's involved.
Okay, but
too.
you're using their bodies,
True.
their dedication, their whole life.
But
Those
they're-
people,
It's a two-way
they,
street.
They're happy to do it.
they
It's a two-way.
sacrificed their life
Their existence.
Yeah,
To
which
be the
which
best.
also
for
does-
you to watch it on TV and be mad
Yeah, I'm
because
not mad.
when it's their time to raise their hand or when it's their time to celebrate, whether it be cry, laugh, do whatever, they're choosing to say, I wish my country treated me better. And you're watching it on TV. You really shouldn't even have a fucking stake in the game.
But you know what though?
You're not paying for
watch
it.
it. I just like
You're
to
not
talk about
paying
it.
for it.
But you know
don't
what though? At the same point though, there's a lot of countries that compete in the Olympics. There's
Yes.
a ton of countries some countries I've never fucking heard of, to
Right.
be honest. Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you think that those people in those countries have it better than Americans? But I don't see them kneeling. Some of those countries are third world countries where
Right.
they're getting
And I
a
would
bowl of
say-
rice a day, but they're not kneeling.
Right.
They're thankful for the opportunity to compete under their national flag. And this is what
Absolutely.
I've dreamed about ever since I was a 4-year-old eating dirt. You know,
Thanks for these scraps. I appreciate it.
exactly.
The best part
I
of
have
the
no
Olympics was
opportunity
that
to advance in any
Right.
way,
Yeah.
but thank you so much.
So do you,
I'm not an American. I don't have that freedom to say. I'm going to go home to a fucking dictator that's going to hang me by my toes if I say some cross shit.
well, not even those countries. I mean, there's other countries that aren't like that, but I mean, obviously they're not supporting
Right.
their athletes nearly as much as we do. So, but they stand for their anthem. They can take that 45 seconds.
Yeah.
or
How
30
about
seconds
the
and-
gymnast doctor
you
that was
know.
continually cleared by the Olympic committees to be in charge of these little gymnast girls, and he was finger banging them the whole time and
that's for
raping
sure.
them.
Oh, I didn't hear about that
So,
one.
so that's how are we really treating them better? Are we really treating them better? I mean, these motherfuckers they're like stable
They're
horses.
farms.
Yeah.
They're stable horses. They're you know what I mean? That like I don't think that like they're super pampered. You know? It's a grind.
The only thing I liked was like the skateboarding. The 13-year-old girl that just shredded
Yep.
and destroyed everybody.
Oh no shit.
The Taekwondo
she
event was pretty cool
she popped
too.
up her board, got her medal, and walked off.
Nice. When did
That
they
to
put
me is a-
skateboarding into
Like
the
this
Olympics?
year, I guess.
This year, really?
Street skating, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No
the first
shit.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
skateboarding.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, I care just as much about what that 13-year-old's views are on
Right.
everything as I do the person that kneeled down.
Right.
I give them equal weight.
Right. And just like the kneeling, we're able to win the skateboarding competition because we're rich, happy,
True.
spoiled. Well, not spoiled, but decadent Americans.
Yeah, spoiled decadence. I would
That's
go
why
spoiled.
our Olympians are allowed to voice an opinion. That's the same way we're a 13-year-old girl is going to win fucking skateboarding until Russians get on it and then forget about it.
That's gonna have style. I don't know.
Japanese.
I don't know if that Cold War style is gonna
Oh,
play.
I'm telling you, China and Russia's next fucking strategical move is going to be to crush us in.
It's already started. Dude.
Yeah,
It is.
they're just going to start on the fringe, like fucking knocking out our arts, and because that's all it would.
Well,
take.
instead of Russia, it's China. So now we're tied for golds, I guess, with China.
Really?
Yeah, this morning it was 45. But they have more golds. We have the same amount of medals, but they have more golds.
Okay.
And like we have, silver, a silver or bronze, but the total is the same. But technically they have more golds.
So they're better than us.
Yeah. So far.
No.
They have 10 times more people than we do.
That's true. They do have a bigger base to pull
Sample
from.
size.
And they're looking to double a couple of, I think it was like last month, they lifted, now you can have
And
3
they found
children
protein.
instead of 2.
Ooh.
They've lifted the
ban on the one kid.
yeah, so now you're allowed to have 3 children. So if you have 2, you can have 1 more. If you have 1, 2 more. Whatever.
Boom. Boom, boom.
That's for wartime.
Yeah, it could be. That's a little scary. But and I think it's for productivity. I think the statistics show that the more people we have, the more our GDP goes up, and people are out producing what they use.
There it goes. Back to the statistics.
People are out producing.
Absolutely.
Cropland's out producing.
We're using way less materials on everything than we ever have before. We're planting more forests.
10 times more on the same amount of land as you used to be able to do 60 years ago.
Yep.
There's no water now, though.
That's all right. That's a thing.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
Desalination plants.
Yep. We'll figure that
Get 'em
shit
up and
out.
running quick.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog
Absolutely.
water.
Watch them grow, baby.
Yep.
Be like the war movement.
It's got
Save your
electrolytes.
hot dog water.
It's got the stuff. It's got the stuff.
Plants needs.
It's got the stuff plants need. Hot dog water. Start
What
growing.
plants crave.
Yep. Start growing hot dogs. Then we'd be ahead of the game. If we grew hot dogs.
I planted a hot dog tree back there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It hasn't come up yet.
17 years.
17 years I've been waiting on that hot dog tree to grow. It ain't growing.
It ain't growing.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
I gotta pee.
Well, then we're going to wrap this bitch up.
Do we need to give any props or shout outs?
Oh, you want to give shout outs?
Recognize any.
What? Yeah, we'll get it. Give a shout out to
Any housekeeping?
Sun Tzu, to Gus Boss, to Melanie, to let me see. Hold on one second.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
all of our peoples.
Come on, Cricket. Come
Melissa,
Chirp, chirp.
to Joe, and to God damn it, Germany again.
Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Big shout out to Evansburg.
Evansburg,
Pennsylvania.
What?
Whoa.
That's a little too
right.
close to home.
I know it's in, right?
I don't know about that.
I might have a stalker, a sexual
I
stalker.
think there's an FBI office there.
Yeah. To John Bon Smooth, to Iceberg. Who else? All of you out there. We love you. We love all of you. And thanks for sticking in with us this week and keeping your pants on. And then let us know how you feel about the Olympics thing. None of us are right. We're not educated men.
Yeah, by no means.
We're just
by no means.
An opinion.
We're men who sit around and get intoxicated and talk into microphones.
Yeah, at
About
10 in the
dumb
morning.
All right? So we love you. Thank you for listening. That was episode 118. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Now, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like it. That stuff got